Welcome to Dodgers Game Day Live, ladies and gentlemen, here on Valhalla Sports Talk. Today, your Los Angeles Dodgers are taking on them San Diego Padres in Game 2 of the NLDS. And Valhalla Sports Talk is here for all the action. All right, ladies and gentlemen, a little late getting on the stream today. Had some technical stuff I was trying out here. We've got some new features I tried to add for tonight, and so we'll see how all this stuff works out. My arrangement's a little different now, where I've got the actual TV just in front of me, and I've got you folks to my right, so it might look a little different here. But we'll check in with you folks in the chat here. Looks like we've already got Phantom Fierce says go Dodgers. Andres Higadeda checks in, says what's up, let's go blue. Jose Meda is in, says, I hope that the bad Kershaw doesn't show up tonight. There's my man Anonymous. Just talked to him on the phone, and he's doing well. Abdivert says, what's up? There he is. There's our guy Abdivert. Julian Cruz up here in the house. C.13 here as well. What else we got? Ice checks in, says he's hyped for this game. Hyped for tonight's ball game, ladies and gentlemen. What else we got? Rick Simmons in the house says, what's up, brother? Let's go Dodgers. Let's go. And Julian Cruz says, no spamming. Most importantly, have fun. Go Dodgers. Sebastian says he can't wait for the game. I said, well said. Real quick, the chat rules there. Just be kind to everybody. There's my guy Bobby. Checks in. Blaze Crack says, what's up? Quick go over the rules. I didn't type them in like I normally do because I didn't have time. I'm pushing it a little late today. But just be kind to everybody. No trolls. No spam in the chat. Be decent to your fellow chatters, berserkers up in there. And we'll get this thing going tonight. Game 2 should be a good game. I think the Astros lost today, so celebration for that, of course. Julian says everything looks the same. We're wearing that Big B hat tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Wearing the Big B on the Dodger hat tonight. Blaze Crack says, what you doing? What do you think I'm doing? 15 Berserkers up in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. 15 Berserkers in the chat tonight. Blaze says, go Padres. Let's not go Padres. Again, be kind to the visitors for the Padres, the Slam Diego Nation, when they're in the chat today. Mods, don't be timing folks out just for having fun or talking a little smack. But if they do get disrespectful or show their ass, just go ahead and send them a packing. Send them a packing. Let me go over real quick and do this deal we do at the beginning here. So Dodgers versus Padres, 6:08 is the time that it's supposed to start. It's already 5:52, so I'm a little late getting this thing going. Let's check out the pitching matchup. We got Clayton Kershaw versus Zach Davies tonight. The leaders for both teams, the batting leaders for both teams, Tatis Jr., Machado, and Machado. So Tatis leads in home runs, batting average is Machado, runs batted in is Machado. For your Dodgers, A.J. Pollock, the leader in home runs, Corey Seager for batting average, and Corey Seager for runs batted in. We talked last night about how the Dodgers won this division by 6 games. Let's get right into the lineups real quick. Tatis Jr. is playing shortstop, leading off. Machado hitting second, playing third base. Hosmer is first baseman, batting third. Pham is the DH, and he's batting cleanup. Myers in right field. Cronenworth, second base. Profar left field. Nola Ketchen and Grisham in center field. For your Los Angeles Dodgers, ladies and gentlemen, Mookie Betts leading off, the right fielder. Corey Seager playing shortstop, Turner at third. They've left Max Muncie in the first base slot and in cleanup. Will Smith is the DH this evening. Bellinger playing center field, Taylor the second baseman, Pollock the left fielder, and Austin Barnes behind the plate, as he is typically for Kershaw Day. The pick center, if you're playing the gambling game a little bit, trying to win a little cabbage tonight. San Diego plus 1.5, the Dodgers minus 1.5, so the Dodgers are favored in this game again. The money line plus 190 for the Padres, minus 220 for the Dodgers. The over-under 8.5, so they're expecting a low-scoring game tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Low-scoring game. The run line performance, we'll get into that real quick. San Diego overall, 37-23. Away record 16-12, and they're the underdog. When they're the underdog, they've been 10-7 on the season. Overall, the Dodgers are 43-17, 21-9 when they're the home team, 39-24, and they're the favorite. This game will be played at Globe Life Field in Arlington, Texas. That stadium has a capacity of 40,000. 40,000, ladies and gentlemen. So 14 Berzerkers in the chat tonight. This should be an interesting night to see how we fare, because I know some folks are coming on to do this game, and I didn't send anything out to the social media, so hopefully we still get some folks up in here. Blaze says, go Lakers. Bobby says, I haven't seen no simping so far, Valhalla. Julian says, Valhalla got a haircut and he's wearing the Brooklyn hat. Correct. Got my ears lowered tonight, ladies and gentlemen, and I got the big B for them Brooklyn Dodgers on. Jalen Duncan checks in, says, what's up? What's up with you? And Blaze Crack says, can I be a mod? No, you can't, Blaze. Rick Simmons says, I see you're wearing that Brooklyn cap. Very nice, brother. What's up, Rick? Thanks for coming back. And Gaming with Eli says, hi, guys. And Jacob says he's ready to add another ring today. Ready to add another ring, ladies and gentlemen. 5:55 is the time local, so we're about 15 minutes away from first pitch. Alrighty, it looks like everything's ready for this here, so I got that the wrong place, I guess. Let's fix that. So that should fix that right away. Perfect. Let's bring this down. Again, due to copyright restrictions, this game will not be shown here on Valhalla Sports Talk. This is a play-by-play by me. I've also got audio from the game that'll be played. But other than that, do not show the actual game on the channel. Blaze asks, how do you become a mod? One day, Blaze, you just show up in here and the little mod fairy comes down and anoints you to be a mod. Abdivert says, love the hate, bro. Julian says, wait, who's starting for the Padres? Let me pull that back up for you, Julian. Zach Davies, a right-handed pitcher, number 17, will be starting for these Padres tonight. There, Julian. Zach Davies. Julian says, Valhalla, so YouTube didn't get me in trouble. What would they get me in trouble for? Salvador Chavez checks in and says, hi, my friend. What's up, Salvador? Welcome back. Oh, love the hat. Okay, Abdivert. How you doing, man? Guys, if you get a chance, go over to Abivert's channel and give him some subs. His family's going through some tough stuff right now. He's not able to be on the internet very often, and his channel is just kind of sitting there until he gets back. So if you could go over and give him a sub, that would be cool. Try to get him to 200 here before the end of this week. Santiago Pino checks in, says, I need to be a mod. I always watch. I'll watch for you, Sebastian. I'll watch for you, Mr. Pino. See if the mod fairy comes and graces your presence. 20 Berzerkers up in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. I already know I don't like the computer over here on my right to have the OBS and the chat and stuff over on that side, so we're going to have to fix that for tomorrow. But we're going to roll with it tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Going to roll with it for tonight. Abdivert says he's doing good. Oh, Julian, I didn't get in trouble for anything. Nothing caused him to give me a little warning or nothing. Nothing, no problems, no problems. Alrighty, this thing's saying that this game's going to begin shortly. I'm actually watching it on the computer today. The event will begin shortly. Abdivert says he's doing good. Rick Simmons says he's a ground ball pitcher, throws very heavy sliders, decent fastball. And Julian says he's already got Abivert's back. He's already got him. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm watching this tonight on MLBTV.com or MLB.tv. So if the game starts, let me know. Still learning how this whole thing works. Jacob predicting Kershaw's going to get 6 Ks. And Abivert says his return might be shortly here. He might be coming back shortly, ladies and gentlemen. Blaze said he went over there and hooked up. Abivert, thank you so much, Blaze. 22 Berzerkers in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Alrighty, they're getting this thing going, ladies and gentlemen. Getting it going. Okay, so as we mentioned, Kershaw pitching tonight. Tatis going to lead off. Julian, I did see that you put up your postseason predictions. I did not have a chance to watch the video. I'll go check it out, though. Abivert says 170 is one way from 170. 20 Berzerkers in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Nah, Curtis, I just wore it just to wear it. Just something different. Rick Simmons says he's going to wait till Sunday to talk about my Vikings. All right, man. All right, so we're going to try something different tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So you guys tell me what you think about it. I'm going to play the game audio in the background here. And you guys tell me what you think about it, if you think it's something I should keep doing. Go ahead and turn that off for now. Julian says I'm wearing it because I got a fresh cut. True. True. All right, is my audio good, everybody? Can you guys hear me okay? Curtis Conrad checks in again. Got my ears lowered, y'all. Got my ears lowered. Curtis says the audio's good. Okay, well, here's what we're going to do. We're going to bring in the game audio and see how it goes tonight. Jalen says MLB might be searching for just audio signatures. Yeah, well, we'll see. I'm going to try it and see what happens. Again, if you're new here, please hit that like, give the video a like, sub to the channel if you haven't done so already. And it looks like we're about to get this thing going. I think they're going to the final commercial break before they come back for first pitch in tonight's ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead and get some excitement going up in here. Hi, Chung, just enlisted in Thor's army. Welcome to the Berzerkers, my friend. General Thor will be proud. Blaze Cracked says no music, it's annoying. Well, Blaze, you can know where the door's at, my friend, if you don't like it. It's over there. The door, if you don't like it, is over there. Correct. Thor will come find you if you're not subscribed. 32 Berzerkers up in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. And we've got first pitch just about to happen. First pitch just about to happen, ladies and gentlemen. Jalen Duncan says the music be lit. That's actually organ music from the 80s when I first was a Dodger fan. It's pretty cool. Martin Velasquez checks in, says, go Dodgers. And Jacob says, how can you be a mod if you don't like the music? That wasn't one of my mods, I don't think. Bobby says the simp radar is going off. It's going to go off a lot, Bobby. I'm done. I'm done getting smoked by these fools. $31 Berzerkers in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. This game is about to start. I got a little spaghetti dinner here, ladies and gentlemen. A little spaghetti that my lovely executive assistant made for me. So I'm going to be chowing down on that. What did you guys have for dinner? King Yellowman checks in, says, LFG, let's friggin' go LA. Jacob says he wants to be, it was a wannabe mod. And King Yellowman says, Vamos Doyers. Jacob Flowers says, Beer 30. Beer 30 says, Jacob Flowers. And Jacob said he had Taco Bell as usual. I had a weird thing happen last night. I wasn't feeling well. I told you guys that at the beginning of the stream. And then I had that Taco Bell $5 box. And I felt much better after that. I've never had it go that direction. Tristan checks in, says, go Padres. Sebastian said he had some tacos. Julian was rocking down with some rice and tortillas. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to get this thing going. Here we go. Let's bring in this game audio and see how it goes. Yes, my executive assistant made... No, it's just that bag pasta, dude. Alrighty, so let me know if you guys can hear that audio. Alright, Kershaw takes the mound, ladies and gentlemen. Aaron Meha checks in, says, I'm back from yesterday. Welcome back, Aaron. Coming off a wild card performance where he struck out 13 over 8 shutout innings. And Blaze says he likes the game audio. Monique Lopez checks in, says, let's go Dodgers, let's go. Clayton Kershaw on the season, 10 starts, 6-2 record, 2.16 ERA. He's got 8 walks, and I missed the rest of it. All right, good night, Abavert. Have a good night. 40 Berzerkers up in the chat. Welcome to Valhalla Sports Talk's Dodgers Game Day Live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome.
It's real easy to get out of your game plan against a guy like Zach Davies. You got to stay disciplined and be as good as you can in the strike zone and not expand it. Those first pitch numbers.
All right, so here we go. Tatis Jr. is the batter for the Padres. First pitch, here we go. Popped up. Seager gets under it and makes the catch for the first out of the first inning. Noguel Higuera says, Kershaw, let's go. Let's get 10 Ks. Bobby says it's really low. Turn it up, okay?
And he's such a classic kind of throwback pitcher. He'll adjust when he sees.
Is that better? Alberto Albo checks in and says, let's go. Let's go, Albert. Laura says, let's go, Dodgers. Kershaw about to sit some people down. Over there. Over there. One pitch, one out, says Albert. Here we go. Manny Machado at the plate for these Padres. Next pitch from Kershaw. Fouled back. Fouled back behind the plate. Julian says it's better now. Should it be even louder? Because I'm hearing it way too well.
2 for 2 on the fastballs, and they've missed both of them. And that's the difference tonight. I think the Padres are going to have to make the best use they can out of those fastballs that come.
All right, so no balls, one strike, ladies and gentlemen, to Manny Machado. One out already here in the top of the first. Kershaw delivers outside for a ball. King Yellowman says, F yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. 42 Berzerkers in the chat. All right, thanks, Bobby. Thanks, man. The 1-1 pitch. Right downtown, bang. Right downtown, bang. Sebastian checks in and says, let's go, Dodgers. Putting up them blue hearts. Putting up them blue hearts.
When the hitter sees that, look how there's no way to pull the trigger. You're off balance.
Next pitch, swing and a miss. And Manny Machado gets to take a seat.
So here's the difference. His arms
over there, because he just got K'd by the Kersh. Just got K'd by the Kersh, ladies and gentlemen.
The essence and the appearance of separation. In this game today, you have to have separation of pitches.
Circe predicts Dodgers versus Braves.
There isn't a big log of innings.
Alberto says Machado has talent, but he's too cocky. Next pitch, swing and a miss. Hosmer is the batter for these Padres, ladies and gentlemen.
That's why you're going to see a different Clayton Kershaw, I believe, this postseason.
Hosmer on the season, 287, 9 home runs, 36 RBIs. Next pitch. Right downtown, bang. Called strike. So this guy's in a no-ball, 2-strike hole. Yellowman. And Curtis says over there. Hashtag over there. 42 Berzerkers in the chat. Next pitch. Outside for a ball, ladies and gentlemen. That makes it 1 ball, 2 strikes to Hosmer. 2 outs here in the top of the first. Dodgers and Padres knotted at 0.
Game below 500.
Next pitch. Hit first base side. Muncie makes the play. And the Dodgers are out of the inning, ladies and gentlemen. Dodgers are out of the top of the first. We go to a commercial break. We go to a commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. King Yellowman says his weed pen broke. He's out of beast mode. Someone call the police. Or don't. Or don't call them. 43 is the Berserker count in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Man, it gets really quiet when that audio goes off. Are they muted right now, Bobby? They should be muted right now. 43 is the count. Yeah, I've got them muted right now, Bobby, so hopefully you guys aren't hearing anything. Let me know if you are. Trying to figure this thing out on the fly. Esteban Herrera checks in and says, live chat. Okay, good. Yeah, you should hear music. You shouldn't hear commercials right now. Gonna try to figure this thing out, ladies and gentlemen. Gonna figure it out. Gaming with Eli checks in, says Dodgers gonna win 56-0. I don't think so. That would be cool. We would be playing the home run video a lot for that. We will be playing a home run video a whole lot if that occurs. Esteban says, go Dodgers, let's go. Let's go. 49 Berserkers in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I'm actually muting the whole feed, Bobby. So I just mute the whole game.
Things off.
All right, we're back at it, though. Garrett Neighbor checks in, says, digging the old Brooklyn Dodgers cap, my man. 49 Berserkers in the chat. Dodgers lineup, Betts, Seager, Turner, deleted off. The pitcher, Zach Davies.
He was fifth in ERA, and probably most importantly, given all the circumstances here, he pitched into the sixth inning.
7-4 record, 2.73 ERA. Mookie Betts up. First pitch right downtown, bang. Scott Shaw checks in, says, how's it going? Bobby tells me I'm good. I hope so. Next pitch. Outside for a ball, ladies and gentlemen. 1 ball, 1 strike to Mookie Betts, the Dodgers slugger. Mookie, do the right thing.
Pitch height is the lowest in all of baseball. Talking about keeping the ball down, he does it as well as anybody.
Here we go. Next pitch. Mookie hits it hard in the gap between the third baseman and the shortstop. Base hit. Base hit for Mookie Betts, and he spreads a little salt on it. He's spreading a little salt on it.
Last night, 4 hits, 10 walks. A little bit different equation than we've seen from him.
Yeah, good.
Albert Elbow checks in.
You're like, okay, they haven't been hitting.
And Curtis says, Mookazoid. Let's go, Berserkers. 49 Berserkers in the chat. Seager at the plate for these Dodgers. 307 average.
Which is one of the greatest traits you can have in the postseason. They did not.
Alberto says, nice. Nice. Let's go.
Ironic that the one play that weak contact.
All right, they go over to first. Try to get Mookie. They don't get him.
Padres yesterday allowed the Dodgers to continue that inning, and it broke the game open.
Yeah, it's a team, John.
Joe R says spicy, spicy. Spread a little spice on it.
3 games in this postseason, and 2 of them they failed the homer. But in both those games, they walked.
Next pitch. Seager hits it hard to Cronenworth, who throws over to first. To second, and then they miss him at first. Damn.
Well, in fairness to Tatis, he had to try to get rid of that ball immediately. It wasn't.
Alberto says Seager's a beast.
Cronenworth, when he got this ball smoked. 1 hopper, but he makes a throw. See how it's down? And that allowed Tatis, not in a proper position, to use his great arm. He throws the ball.
Nice play by Cronenworth there, but Tatis didn't make a very good throw.
And he throws it, spikes it in the ground. That should have been a double play, but that was not.
All right, so 1 out here in the inning. Scott, I did get your pick, man. It's cool. I'll put it in the next group when we put one in. Kershaw's pitching for the Dodgers tonight, Drew. And Rick says, let's go Dodgers. Next pitch to Turner. Turner up for your Dodgers, ladies and gentlemen.
Chance to redeem, but that 2-out play yesterday certainly was tough.
First pitch was a ball. 1 ball, no strike, 1 out. Bottom of the first. Dodgers have a runner on first. Still scoreless.
Because they're facing Clayton Kershaw.
Next pitch. Called strike on the outside.
Davies has exactly what you need if you're a Padres team to.
Honey KT checks in and says, what's your guess on who's going to win the World Series? My guess or my hope? My guess is the Dodgers, because I'm a Dodger fan.
He was 4-1 on the year for.
Yellowman activates that big red stick. And Scott says this kid's going to be excited when he gets in the home run video. Next pitch. Down low. Down low, ladies and gentlemen.
Back to his time in Milwaukee. 8 starts against LA. He's got a 2.37 ERA. Padres acquired him this winter in the same deal they brought Trent Grisham from Milwaukee. And now in his 6th
Julian reports the Rays are winning 7-4. We got 55 up in here. Next pitch.
Fouled off 2-2.
Foul back. Fall back behind the plate.
The player resume sponsored by Indeed. Justin Turner picked up a base hit last night. Now
Honey says me too on my prediction. 58 Berzerkers in the chat.
Than any player in Dodger postseason history.
Sebastian asks if we're going to sweep the Padres. I don't think we will. We're going to find out, though. All right, Turner readies for the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Turner gets K'd, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, that's the signature pitch. I'm telling you that.
Julian predicts that the Padres or the Dodgers will beat the Padres 3-1.
He's got a sneaky cutter too. You'll see some front door cutters against right-handers.
And Alberto bragging up.
Try and jam them.
Bragging up Turner, I believe. Bragging up Turner, says he's good for the Los Angeles community. That's good to hear. Next batter for the Dodgers, Max Muncie here with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first.
Which was right around the same time he started pitching. His first one to Max Muncie is a pinpoint fastball, and it's 0-1. It's fun to watch a guy. I mean, only 88 miles an hour, but he really...
Yellowman says we're going to sweep the Padres.
He does, and he's going to have, you know, there's going to be some poor man comps to a Greg Maddux.
And Honey says he'll be back later. 50 Berzerkers in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Hit that sub button. Give the video a like. Let me know I'm doing a good job.
These guys know how to pitch and can be
next pitch, outside. 1 ball, 1 strike to Muncie with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Still scoreless, 0-0.
So much velocity, and hitting's hard today because of it. And these hitters,
Albert says that old Max has to get out of his slump, get it going.
They're going to square it up. They're going to barrel it up. Throw a changeup, a wrinkle, a slow curveball.
Next pitch. Inside for a ball.
That's what Zach Davies can do. He's going to throw his changeup 40% of the time. Most of his strikeouts, 40 of 63.
Bobby said he didn't feel like cooking tonight, so he just got him some $30 worth of Chick-fil-A.
The opponents only miss 8% of his
and Julian's trying to get some of that. Some of that. Next pitch. Down low. 3-1 is the count. 2 outs. Bottom of the first. Runner on first for your Dodgers. Curtis hyping up Chick-fil-A. Bobby's got everybody hungry. But Yellowman says Popeyes is better than Chick-fil-A. You got to love them Popeyes biscuits, ladies and gentlemen. Get you some of that Popeyes. Next pitch. Right downtown. He just looked at it. He just looked at it, ladies and gentlemen.
Also drew a walk. One of the 10 walks for the Dodgers. Seager gets a head start from first.
All right, let's go. Grounded to first base. That's going to end it. That's going to end the inning. So we go to the second, ladies and gentlemen. We're headed to the second. Nicole Higuera checking out Chick-fil-A as well. Albert says that Chick-fil-A dough. That Chick-fil-A dough. And Sebastian said he's good because he just already had some Wendy's. He had him a little bit of Wendy's, the little redheaded girl that serves hamburgers. So what kind of predictions we got for tonight's game in the chat, ladies and gentlemen? J Bro checks in and says, let's go Padres. Let's not. Let's not. 57 is the Berserker count in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. 5-7. Hey, Hot Take Hockey checks in, says Valhalla Hype. My man. Man, you doing work over there, HTH. You are doing work. I've never been so hyped for a hockey season my whole life. I've never been so hyped for a hockey season in my whole life. Bobby said once in high school he smoked some ganja with some pals, and he spent $45 on the dollar menu. That's when you know you're hungry right there, I guess. Hot Take Hockey says 1K in 2020. It's going to happen. I hope, my man. We're trying. We are trying with the help of the Berzerkers. I will get there. 65 Berzerkers in the chat, ladies and gentlemen, as Thor's army continues to grow. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back at it here for the next inning.
Donate $1 to their Little League call-up grant program. So
Kershaw back on the mound.
Top of the second, no score. Clayton Kershaw with a 9-pitch, 1-2-3 first. Pham, Myers, and Cronenworth coming up in the seventh.
All right, so this is going to bring up Tony Pham for the Padres. First pitch from Kershaw, swung on, and it floats over Muncie's head for a base hit. Drew checks in, says, I'm a Braves fan, so I wanted the Padres to win so we wouldn't have to play the Dodgers. 68 Berzerkers in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Valhalla Sports Talk's Dodgers Game Day Live here on YouTube. Viva Mexico comes in, says, let's go Dodgers. Kershaw, do this thing. And Alberto Albo says, let's do it. Joel drops an F-bomb.
Never pitched there, though, so this is the first time that he's able to pitch in a major league game in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Number 22 that he wears is because his favorite player was.
All right, here we go. Right downtown for a ball. Will Myers, the hitter for the Padres. 288 on the season, 15 home runs, 40 RBIs.
He can pound a ton of sliders against Will Myers and be able to change it up later in the game. Kershaw will not pitch you the same way every single time.
Next pitch. Woo, just missed. Just missed down low. 2 balls, no strikes, no outs. Top of the second. Joel says, Viva Dodgers, and Packers Nation checks in, says, hey, man, what's up, Packers Nation?
Start of this inning had gone 27 out of 30.
Sebastian's got all that confidence in the world of the Dodgers. Kershaw goes over to first. They don't get him. King Yellowsman says we're destroying the other channels right now. As long as we're having fun, that's the key, guys. The key is for you guys to have fun while you're in here and to feel that this is a unique experience compared to other channels. That's my goal. Next pitch. Swung on, fouled back. Fouled back behind the plate.
Was the one that Will Myers could have hit. That was middle. It had enough velocity on it, but that's the one you won't see again from Kershaw to Will Myers. That one was more straight cutterish, meaning there wasn't much tilt or break to it. This one should be at the back foot. The next one he throws.
Next pitch, swung on and missed. Even count, 2 balls, 2 strikes, ladies and gentlemen. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Jay Cronenworth due next. Nothing game here in the second inning.
Garrett says, always having fun. I'm very thankful for this channel. I'm thankful for you being here, man. 71 Berzerkers in the chat, ladies and gentlemen, as Thor's army continues to grow. Next pitch, swung on. Got it in the gap.
It's up against the wall for Myers. Pham can really run. He's headed for the plate and the throws offline.
Woo! All right, so San Diego gets on the board first. San Diego draws first blood in this one, ladies and gentlemen.
Will Myers almost cuts his swing down and kind of half swings it, and watch where the ball goes. The location of the slider was not at the back foot. Okay, you're going to see the break of this pitch stays middle. Look, he just flicks it That's what you have to do.
70 Berserkers in the chat. Welcome to Dodgers Game Day Live here on Valhalla Sports Talk.
That doesn't look like a textbook swing, but you know what it is in the scoreboard?
Glad that you joined it. Man, he hit that right in the gap between the right fielder and the center fielder, Mookie and Bellinger.
Baseball's not played like football with the tremendous momentum, but it sure helps when you start feeling that the guy on the mound is a little mortal.
Strike one on Cronenworth. You know what else that is from Will Myers? That's something he's done more and more this season, and that is use.
All right, come on, Dodgers. Let's go.
Last 2 years, he was in the bottom 10 in the National League.
Let's get it together.
He went the other way. Much, much better at that this year.
It's just one run. That's true.
The #1 average among rookies in the National League this season.
Cronenworth 285 on the season, ladies and gentlemen. Next pitch. Swung on, fouled back.
Well, now he's put him in a tough spot.
So Kershaw's got this dude in a hole, ladies and gentlemen. Got him in a hole.
Getting him to third with less than 2 outs. The reason the Dodgers offensively are so good, they pass the baton on. The Padres have to do the same thing. They got to let the next guy, he's got to fight with 2 strikes and find any way he can.
Nothing, Karen.
Dribble a ball anyway.
They get paid nothing. 71 Berserkers in the chat, ladies and gentlemen.
You don't know what's going to happen. By not putting in play, it's pretty obvious what's going to happen. No one moves.
The likes just move the video up in the algorithm so people know that you're online. Next pitch. Down low.
Think back to the second inning last night, right? It was 0-0. Padres had the base.
Scott ain't worried. Says the Padres don't have a bullpen. Oscar Rodriguez says, I'm a big Dodgers fan, but Kershaw is trash. Come on. Come on, Caesar. What are you talking about, man? Come on, man. Karen says that's bull crap. Next pitch up high.
In fairness to this young man, he struggled against left-handers the last 17 games. He was batting about 100. So his mindset.
Sebastian says, what gets you unmodded? Do you want to be unmodded, Sebastian? I can make it happen right now. Mine and Milton checks in and says, woo. What's up, Milton?
Strike out doesn't matter, but hit the ball in the air.
Come on, Kershaw. Next pitch. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. Take a seat. Take a seat. Another K for Kershaw, and this dude could take a seat over there because he just got struck out by the Kersh.
But Jake had already committed. His front side had committed. He was trying.
I don't know what Sebastian's trying to do there. Mine and Milton. Now he says, no, I like being a mod. 72 Berserkers in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Valhalla Sports Talk's Dodgers Game Day Live. Let's go. Dodgers hype in the chat. For the Dodger fans, by the Dodger fan. Down low, swing and a miss. The batter now is Profar at the plate. The left fielder for these Padres. 278 on the season. 7 home runs.
But the spin on that breaking ball or slash cutter slash slider is so tight.
People pointing where that last guy could take a seat.
You have to respect it.
You hear about the concept of
No balls, 1 strike to Profar. Kershaw checks the runner at second. Pitch on the way. Hit right back to comebacker to Kershaw. Who goes over to first. That makes it 2 outs here in the inning.
Well, he has the unique double pump kind of delivery, so that creates an illusion in and of itself. And you got to be really strong in your midsection and back to be able to do what he does. Watch that leg go. Well, it's a slide step.
Julian says he's back.
And so when you have that illusion along with 3 different quadrants he can throw a baseball.
Austin Nola, the new hitter for these Padres.
You change the timing of a hitter, and that's what he's made a living on his whole career.
72 is the Berserker count in the chat, ladies and gentlemen.
With that little blooping curveball, he can get the hitters to panic on that down and in back foot slider. And oh, by the way, his fastball's not shabby either.
Next pitch. Strike 1, says the umpire. Scott Shaw says, go Blue Crew.
It's the way he's sequencing and using his fastball in different lanes like that. Arm side.
Yeah, and he's gifted enough to adapt and do it. You ask a bunch of other pitchers to do that, and they may not be very good at it.
Next pitch, swung on, hit hard, foul.
And there's nothing in the sequencing that he's pitching away from his strengths. See, I think there's a challenge in our game with the information to pitch to a hitter's weakness, but it might not be your strength. And if you're pitching to a hitter's weakness, you're bringing in my opinion, more chance for failure as a pitcher if it's not your strength. And well, what happens? They say if your strength is his strength. Well, sometimes, you know, you have to deal with it like that. And I think Clayton has been good and gifted.
Come on now, we got this guy in an 0-2 hole. 0-2 hole for Nola. Next pitch. Swung on, fouled straight back, and out of play. Caesar says, let's be real about Kershaw's playoff record. 77 is the Berserker count, ladies and gentlemen.
Learning new things, trying new things. We've seen an uptick in velocity, and as we mentioned off the top, the best numbers he's had in a few years.
Sean Nichols checks in, says, as a Braves fan, I do not hope to see playoff Kershaw because he deserves some playoff success, but man, is he spooky. Here we go. Down low, ball one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 77 Berserkers in the chat, ladies and gentlemen.
Really good take and a really good pitch.
Let's get some more folks in here. Where are the Dodger fans at? Where are the Dodgers fans at? Let's go. Let's go. Let's try to get that dub. Swing and a miss, and he gets to take a seat over there, ladies and gentlemen. Take a seat over there, because you just got struck out by the Kersh, ladies and gentlemen. He just took that K. Joel R says, woo. Albert defending Kershaw in the chat. Yellowman and Gaming with Eli telling that last batter, Nola, where he can take a seat. Con checks in and says, you. What's up, Con? What's up, Mr. Con? Cesar Rodriguez throws up a Viva Mexico up in the chat. And Bobby says even though Mookie isn't a sock anymore, he'd still like to see him win a ring. And then Karen asked something stupid in the chat. I don't know if I would have time to get mad, Karen. All right, so we are in a commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. In a commercial break in this game, Padres lead 1-0. I forgot to take a seat over there, graphic. Forgot to take it down. What'd you guys think of the thumbnail tonight? I thought that was pretty cool. I thought it was pretty cool. 74 Berserkers in the chat, ladies and gentlemen, as I try to get used to the new setup tonight. I don't know which way I'm supposed to be looking. I don't know where I'm looking or what I'm doing. Esteban asked the question of the night. To beer or not to beer? That is the question, ladies and gentlemen. Gaming with Eli says Cody's about to go yard here. Vamos la from Baby Logan. Vamos LA. Julian liked the thumbnail. And Curtis laughing about gummy bears and bong water. Let's get back to this.
Dodger catcher normally DHing tonight because Austin Barnes.
All right, Will Smith is the batter for your Dodgers. 289 on the season, 8 home runs, 25 RBIs. Get out!
Off the end of the bat to right, carries to the warning track.
Ooh, all the way to the warning track, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that's the first one. What little the flags are doing is blowing towards right. That's the first one that's carried. And we've seen some batting practice bullets that have gone nowhere. That was with the roof.
So that's one out here.
That ball had some carry.
And that's going to bring up Cody. Big stick Bellinger, ladies and gentlemen. Big stick Bellinger coming up to the plate for your Los Angeles Dodgers.
Yeah, during the day, right?
239 on the season, 12 home runs, 30 RBIs, 789 OPS.
Crazy how many home runs those two teams have hit.
Shout out to baby Logan.
First one to Bellinger.
Strike one to Bellinger.
High school rivals facing off.
72 Berserkers in the chat.
School in the Phoenix area. Cody Bellinger, Hamilton High School Husky.
Alberto says, let's go Belly. Fouled, left field side.
What have you seen from Bellinger?
And our guy is in an 0-2 hole. No balls, 2 strike.
He's got a hit in all 3 postseason games. What do you see?
Well, I think, maybe it's...
Sebastian says he has to do the dishes, but he can't miss the game. Yellowman throwing up them belly bombs. Padres have the shift on to the first base side. Tatis is covering the area between second and third. And he struck him out looking. Struck him out looking, ladies and gentlemen. Cesar trying to get banned. Timeout, Mr. Caesar. He broke a rule.
As a hitter, I'm just going to say, okay, may not be a strike, but if you can throw 3 of those, tip my hat to you.
Nothing you can do with that. Second strikeout for Davies, who looking for a 1-2-3 inning is Chris Taylor.
All right, Chris Taylor coming up for the Dodgers. CT3, 270 average, 8 home runs, 32 RBIs. He's got a .842 OPS. King Yellowman says oof.
The next guy might be the guy you want on the plate. He's been really good.
David says appreciate the live. Let's go San Diego.
Talk about his ability to not chase with runners and scoring.
And Albert tells Sebastian get his butt in there and do the dishes. 75 Berserkers in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Next pitch. Right downtown, bang. 0-2 count to JT3.
But you've been able to say that in recent years too, and then it's gone away in October.
Yeah.
Maybe Cody's just smoking too much of that Mary J-Wana. Next pitch.
They don't have a ton of platoon scenarios.
Outside for a ball.
Asking guys to get hot at the right time when they're not having that. So at least this lineup that's really starts with Mookie Betts has a great flow to it that you could plug it in every single day.
On a 1-2, Chris Taylor watches ball 2.
Ball 2 to Taylor, JT3.
In that 2017 World Series against the Astros, crushed a home run in the very first pitch.
Alberto says, let's go Dodgers. 73 is the Berserker count. We're just kind of stuck. Next pitch. Struck him out. Struck him out, ladies and gentlemen. So here we go to the next inning. Here we go to the next inning, ladies and gentlemen. So what are you guys thinking about the game so far? What are you thinking about the game so far, ladies and gentlemen? King Yellowman says, of that Mary J. And Alberta said, Cody does look super faded all the time. That he does. That he friggin' does. So we're in between innings here, ladies and gentlemen. Dodgers trying to get back into this thing, but the Padres are coming up to bat here. Coming up to bat in the third. King Yellowman says, I can just ban all the other Sebastians. Scott says Cody needs to go back to the old swing. Did he change his swing, Scott? Is that what it is? I just don't think he has any confidence. I think baseball's confidence. Who was that put that thing up in the chat last night that said baseball's 90% mental and 50% something else? That made me laugh. And Joel says he's rolling one for everybody in honor of everybody. 73 Berserkers in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. So we got 41 likes on tonight's video, ladies and gentlemen. We got 80 people watching, and I have yet to get... Actually, I lost a subscriber, so... This YouTube stuff is tough, ladies and gentlemen. It is tough. It is tough to figure it all out. I'm going to tell you that. Tylen checks in and says, what do I think's going to happen? With the world or what? No, Con, whoever put it up put 90% metal, and then they put a percentage that was, you know, if you added that other percentage, it was way over 100. So it was a funny thing. It was a funny thing. Aaron Mayha checks in and says, let's go Dodgers. All right, let's get back to it. Let's get back to it, ladies and gentlemen.
Padres lead the Dodgers 1-0 as this game goes to the third. Clayton Kershaw goes back to work. 9-1-2 for the Padres coming up. Trent Grisham goes after the first one, strike one.
Foul, left field side. Foul to the left field side, ladies and gentlemen.
It's fun watching Zach Davies do his thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. He's got a great feel.
Alrighty, Dennis Lee just enlisted in Thor's army. Welcome to the Berserkers, Dennis Lee. General Thor will be proud. We'll be proud that he's got a new Berserker.
So fly ball to center field. Bellinger moving to his right.
All right, Bellinger gets underneath this one for the out. First out of the third inning, ladies and gentlemen.
Few games here with the Padres using 9 pitchers tonight. Is that a stressful way to live on a guy in your spot?
Well, it is what it is. I mean, you just go inning to inning and do what you have to do to patch it together and hope to win a game. But, you know, these guys have done a nice job. A lot of people have stepped up, and, you know, we just need to continue.
Alan asks how they scored. Let him know.
Pitching is your expertise, but how about this guy at the plate here, Fernando Tatis Jr.?
Dennis is asking if the field is larger than Dodger Stadium. How come no home runs?
You know what kind of player he is.
All right, this is popped up. Tatis pops it up first base side, and it's caught by Max over at first for 2 outs here in the top of the third. I haven't looked at the dimensions of the stadium. I'll have to do that. That's a good point. I feel like we haven't hit a home run in a year.
Good luck.
All right, thanks, Joe. Appreciate it.
You got
Okay,
it.
bye.
Here comes Manny Machado in a 1-0 game. As Kershaw gets the first 2 outs of this inning on 3 pitches.
Yeah, there have been a ton of them, Dennis, to the warning track by both teams. By both teams, without a doubt. Isn't this the Astros ballpark? Isn't this where the Astros are going to be playing or normally play?
Done a great job wherever he's been.
87 Berserkers in the chat. Machado is at the plate. Machado at the plate. Kershaw's on. This will be pitch number 32 for Kershaw. Machado's 0 for 1 on the night. Next pitch. The announcer on the TV just missed a pitch because it's really 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Machado.
Lean on in a normal season, let alone a season like this where there's so many different caveats to manage in a staff. 1-2.
Fouled back, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Good shape for the future, of course. And when you have the kind of young talent, some of the young pitchers haven't.
I don't know if this is a dome or not. I think it's open.
I believe. And this year is kind of a micro.
Bobby says this is the Rangers Stadium, not the Astros Stadium. Next pitch. Hit hard. Oh! And they get him at first, ladies and gentlemen. 1, 2, 3, third inning for Kershaw, and we're going to the bottom of the third. Going to the bottom of the third, ladies and gentlemen. Aaron asks where my beer's at. I don't have one tonight. I don't have one, Aaron. I was supposed to eat my dinner here, but I've just been kind of picking at it. Just been kind of picking at my dinner. I'm self-conscious eating in front of you guys because I think it makes too much noise. All right, can the Dodgers get some runs here in this inning, ladies and gentlemen? Can they do it? Let's go ahead and try to get a little bit of hype music while we're in the commercial break here. Esteban Herrera checks in, says Kershaw pitched 34. And Julian says he don't care when I eat. Food is food. 85 Berzerkers in the chat. And Bobby reports that Kersh is dealing again tonight. 85. Berzerkers strong. Julian asking what's poppin'. Just watching. Yeah, I've done the gate thing, Yellowman. I've been working on some of that stuff. Been messing with it on the various streams. Donnie Lee says center field at Dodger Stadium is $395. Center field at Ranger Stadium is $407. Well, there you go. That's exactly what they've been missing by you, isn't it? Javier Hernandez says Dodger Dogs on the grill. Dennis Lee, that was good information. I thank you for sharing that with the Berzerkers in the chat. Sebastian says, can I see his comments? Of course I can. What's ASMR mean? I have no clue. All right, so we're headed to the bottom of the third, ladies and gentlemen, when this game gets going. Aaron says, my cousin was Justin Turner's best friend. And Julian asked when I'm going to come out with my own brand of gum and chips. It'll probably be a while, Bobby. It'll probably be a while. Joel R. says Mexican hat dance theme. Dude, you're F and G. Not only that, Joel, but that is the actual organist from like the early 80s, late 70s. That's her playing that organ. 80 Berzerkers up in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. AJ Pollock up, 276 average, 16 home runs, 34 RBIs.
In a 60-game season, it's a 43 home run pace.
Sebastian says, what inning are we going to score? We're going to score right here. And Aaron says, let's go Pollock. 80 Berzerkers in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Hit that sub. Give this video a like. Nobody does this thing like I do. Dodgers Game Day live on Valhalla Sports Talk. Next pitch.
Shoots this one to right, and he's got a leadoff hit.
Leadoff hit for Pollock, ladies and gentlemen. Leadoff hit. And the Dodgers are in business like Hershey's Kisses. Let's go. Let's get it going. We want to see the home run video. We want to see the home run video. Let's go. Marcio Serrano checks in and says, let's go Padres. Let's not. Joel R. says, let's go. Autonomous sensory median response. No clue what that means or why you're asking me that.
To the pull side of whatever your right-handed hitter or.
Sebastian asks, why did I stop the crowd noise? Because there's crowd noise on the audio that I'm playing. Next pitch. Foul. Foul bunt attempt. Quack checks in, says, bring on the big stick. I don't know if it's time. And Albert says Pollock's been great for us this year. Yes, he has. He's been one of the consistents. And I will admit, I was not Team Pollock. I was not part of Team Pollock, and I don't think a lot of Dodger fans were. I think we are learning to appreciate him. I understand, Julian.
Good timing for sure.
Gaming with Eli's having him some noodles. And Greywind asks if I got a haircut. Yes, I did. I got my ears lowered. Get in there! Yeah! Pollock rounds and gets to third, and the Dodgers have runners on the corners here with no outs here in the bottom of the third. Ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time. Do you think it's time? I think it is time to activate.
Taking an extra base, going first to third.
Oops, that didn't work well. All right, big stick activated, but I lost the game when I pushed F5, so we'll see if we can fix this. Too many working buttons. King Yellowman says, "Vamos Doyers." Vamos Doyers, says King Yellowman. Oh! Nice play by Machado. A line shot.
Good over there. I mean, now that was a rocket, right?
Son of a biscuit. I lost the game, y'all. These F keys make weird things happen.
Got to have quick reaction time.
All right, we're back at it. That was a hell of a play by Machado. Big stick activated here in the bottom of the third.
Double play. You could get out of this inning if you're Zach Davies.
Jeff checks in, says Manny.
Probability of it when it started first and
Come on, big stick activated. One out here in the bottom of the third. Dodgers got runners on the corner, and Corey, Rookie of the Year. Seager at plate for the Dodgers.
Third for Seager, who takes ball one and a changeup.
Come on, let's go, Seager.
Most aggressive hitters in the National League.
Seager grounded out
Lays
in the
off
first.
one. You know, he's hit the ball really hard in these two games, and really all postseason, but nothing to show for it so far. 1 for 11.
Come on now, let's go. Let's get into this game.
This 1-0, he swings away, cues it foul, 1-1.
Fouled back. 84 Berzerkers in the chat. Welcome to Dodgers Game Day Live here on Valhalla Sports Talk, your home for Dodgers baseball on YouTube. Nobody was the Rookie of the Year, Sebastian. He was the Rookie of the Year when he was a rookie.
For Zach Davies in last 12 chances with runners in
84 Berzerkers in the chat. Trevor Coley checks in. Izzy Vargas. It's the Rookie of the Year when he was a rookie. Next pitch, down low, ball. Eric checks in, says, "How are you? How are you, my friend? Welcome back." Izzy says, "I'm sleeping." I don't know what that means. Why? I'm pretty awake. I think I'm awake.
The Padres scoring 2 runs if he gets out of this.
Marks checks in.
Right, this is a big lift.
Because at least we're hitting the ball today. That's true.
Psyche, if he can somehow
Let's go!
Jam that he's put himself in.
Next pitch. Roped. Fair ball. Right field corner. Pollock scores. Here comes Barnes. Barnes safe. Dodgers take the lead 2-1, ladies and gentlemen. 2-1. Nice rope by Seager. Stand-up double. Let's go. Big stick activated. Big stick comes through. Let's launch the Thunder and the Lightning again. Let's launch the Thunder and the Lightning again. Nobody again does it like we do it on Valhalla Sports Talk. Big stick activated. 81 Berzerkers in the chat. Bobby tells me to check my phone. I'll do it, but right now I'm in charge of the big stick.
So Seager drives in here. The Dodgers 2, the Padres 1, and now Justin Turner.
What's up, Thor? Thor visiting. He's heard that the big stick is activated.
Out his first time on a changeup. Takes a fastball for strike 1 here.
Albert says everybody hating on Barnes and he's killing it. Yeah, I usually hate on him.
Of course, the postseason only 1 for 12. One hit coming.
Come on, Turner. No balls, 1 strike to Turner. 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Next pitch. Chopped to short base. And they get him. That's going to be 2 outs. Seager does not advance. But the big stick, ladies and gentlemen, is still activated here on Dodgers Game Day Live. Mike C says, "Nice, just got home and turned on the computer."
Yeah, I mean, this wasn't with 2 outs, so it's not a no-brainer. They keep running.
Seager roped that shit down the right field line.
And then right there, he says, "Keep going."
Bobby says the Simps are crying. I'm all right with that.
It's always important. It's even more important in the postseason.
Thor's a good luck charm, Sebastian. Thor is the general of the Berzerkers. General Thor. Max, your mom, Muncie at the plate for these Dodgers. Next pitch. Outside for a ball.
You really realize how big this yard is.
I'm going to check it, Julian. Yellowman says Barnes had a good year, but Will Smith is the Fresh Prince, correct?
It's going to take a rocket.
Dennis Lee says Seager's a beast.
Keep the runner from second from scoring. It's a big yard. They play
Yeah, they've got somebody on second, Con. It's Seager standing on second. Next pitch. Hit hard. Base hit, center field. Might be a play at the plate. Seager running home, and the Dodgers score. 3-1 is the score. Big Stick activated. Big Stick delivers here on Dodgers Game Day Live. Big Stick activated. But once it's been activated, ladies and gentlemen, it cannot be deactivated during the same inning. So we're still Big Sticking it up in here, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, did a good job getting his hands inside.
Still Big Sticking it up in here, ladies and gentlemen. 3-1 is your score.
Davies has struggled on the year.
85 Berserkers up in the chat as Thor's army continues to grow, ladies and gentlemen.
The Dodgers making contact.
Aaron says, let's go. Izzy says, stand up, LA. Dennis Lee says, Big Stick. Let's go. Let's go. Nobody does it like we do it on Dodgers Game Day Live. My boy, Will Smith, the French Prince, is at the plate for the Dodgers. Called strike on the first pitch. Joel R. says, Big Stick it to him. Dennis says the Dodgers go crazy in one inning all the time. Come on, Big Stick. Come on, Max. Your mom, Muncie. Let's get a hit here. Next pitch, hit, center field. He might have got it in the gap. No, it's caught at the wall. Caught at the wall, and that's going to end the third, ladies and gentlemen. End the third. All righty, let's see what Bobby had to say. 91 Berserkers in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. .91 is the Berserker count in the chat. Apparently, we got some YouTubers out there upset that they're getting spanked today. How does it feel? How does it feel, Big Simps? It's not even your team. Why do you bother broadcasting them if it's not your team? Unless you're just farming for subs and suckers. This is Dodger Game Day Live. This is home for the Dodger fans by a Dodgers fan. Don't forget it. For Dodger fans by a Dodgers fan. Not simping. I'm not just out here trying to steal subs, trying to steal view time, trying to steal likes. I'm here broadcasting my team, and I'm doing better than all of you because nobody does it like I do it here on Dodgers Game Day Live. So welcome to the new king of Dodgerland. That's how it is. Dennis Lee says that would have been a home run at Dodger Stadium. Yes, it would have. Yes, it would have. Stickum says, let's go Dodgers. You see it. Sebastian says, Simps are no match for Valhalla and General Thor. Alberto says, let's keep this rolling. And Adam says, Valhalla smashes Simps. Lorenzo says, Viva Los Dodgers. And Alberto puts up a gah. 91 Berserkers in the chat as Thor's army continues to grow. Alrighty, so we're probably about to get back to this thing, ladies and gentlemen. About to get back to baseball here. Dodgers obviously taking the field here. Headed to the fourth inning here on Dodgers Game Day Live. Dodgers now lead 3-1 after an excellent bottom of the third. Rap Champion checks in and says, Vamos a ver. Julian says, Valhalla Simp Talk. Gerardo, what's up, Gerardo? I'm doing good. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? I'm doing good. Doing good. I came up against the big boys tonight. 759 is our subscriber count. 49 likes on today's video. And Jay Bessera just enlisted in Thor's army. Welcome to the Berserkers. Sikkim just enlisted in Thor's army. Welcome to the Berserkers. General Thor will be proud. Let's go. Aaron checks in and says, let's go Dodgers. Gerardo says, I don't think the Padres because they think they're too cool. He doesn't like them. Dennis Lee looking for some score predictions. And Sebastian said the big stick finally worked. It's worked 2 nights in a row. It just hasn't hit any home runs. It just hasn't been hitting them home runs. All right, let's get back to this ball game.
Most of your career, but the fastball seemed like it was exploding last night. Other than that first game in Atlanta, when you had kind of the same situation.
Swung on, fouled back. Hosmer is the batter for the Padres. Kershaw still pitching.
Yeah, you know, you kind of go through some.
Sikkim says salute. Salute to you, Sikkim.
But I think that one was.
Joel predicting we see the Braves next.
Pretty lucky that it ended up a little bit differently.
And Sebastian said Kershaw better not blow this lead. 91, 97, 87. Berzerkers in the chat. Count right now, full count to this Hosmer fella. 3 balls, 2 strikes, no outs, nobody on for the Padres here in the top of the 4th. Dodgers lead 3-1.
To come in and work the way he does.
Next pitch. Swing and a miss. And he struck him out, ladies and gentlemen. He struck him out. Another K for the Kersh. And that dude gets to take a seat over there because he just got struck out by Kershaw.
Last night was the first time. I like this new stadium. I'm not usually a huge fan of the dome, but this one's actually pretty cool.
I can see pitchers liking this stadium.
All right, we got all our stuff right back up.
Have this thing open. You know, I feel like when we were here.
All right,
earlier in the year,
Tommy Pham is the pitcher now. 250 average, .650 OPS. He's 1 for 1 on the night. 1 for 1 on the night, ladies and gentlemen. I got to try to get into a groove here. 84 Berzerkers in chat. Hit hard in the gap. Base hit. Base hit. Isn't it on right now, dude?
Well, it's a San Diego lineup, Walker, that
Mike, I think you should hear it right now, bud.
The National League. How much different is it trying to go through this group this year?
Yeah, I think they're a lot different. They have a lot of new faces. Obviously,
they're interviewing Bueller right now, is why you might
played really well, and then
might be thinking that the play-by-play is not on. They're interviewing Bueller in the dugout.
Quite as aggressive as they were in years past, but you know, it probably has helped them a lot. And
yeah, they did say it was open, King.
Both at the top, I think. You know, it's not an easy line.
Swing and a miss.
Before we let you go, I know that you don't want it to get there, but if this goes to a Game 5, any chance we see you?
Dang, Joel.
I hope so. You know, I hope we don't get there, but whatever we got to do to get.
Yeah, there was a single.
We'll do.
Runner on first for the Padres.
Right,
Top of the 4th, 1 out. Runner on first. 0-1 is the count to Will Myers. Next pitch. Swing and a miss.
See, this is what I was talking about with Clayton Kershaw.
89 Berzerkers in the chat, ladies and gentlemen.
Faces a guy, and watching some film on the.
You're saying the play-by-play is stuck?
One game he threw nothing, 1 at bat, all sliders and 1 fastball, and then he'll come.
Can't
right
be
back.
stuck.
Just when you think you've seen enough sliders, he comes right back with 2 fastballs and beats him to the barrel.
Myers doubled his first.
Next pitch.
Takes just off of the plate.
He just missed. So 1 balls, 2 strikes to Myers, ladies and gentlemen. There's 1 out here in the top of the 4th.
It's 5 for 40.
Runner on first, and it's 3-1. Dodgers lead.
Continuing what has been a career year for Myers.
Next pitch, down low in the dirt for a ball.
2019. So bad that at the end of the year he had lost playing.
Lorenzo says we good.
Most of the conversation around Myers
all good here. Yeah, it looks right here too. 85 is the count. So all right, we got this count even. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Myers. Runner on first for the Padres with 1 out. Top of the 4th. Kershaw stretching, checking the runner at first. Swing and a miss, and he strikes him out, ladies and gentlemen. Another strikeout for the Kersh, and this guy gets to take a seat over there because he just struck out, ladies and gentlemen. He just took the K. He just took a K.
18 home runs in the 3 games at Dodger Stadium. Rays and Yankees similar. A story down at Petco Park this week. They've hit 15 combined in their 3 games.
Asking for the Yankees score. Someone hook him up.
Excursion, Game 3 of this series. The 2 gone. It's Jake Cronenworth.
Cronenworth at the plate for these Padres. Fouled back on the left side.
Today's times, right? Typically,
Aaron checks in and says, let's go, Kershaw. Let's go. Let's friggin' go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, this postseason, a little bit more.
Let's get this fool. Let's get this fool, ladies and gentlemen.
The mound for each team.
Sebastian says the Simps are crying like babies. Good.
Let's hope.
Give them some milk. Next pitch.
So, I mean, what would
Fouled off.
Vince Scully be able to do in today's game when on the mound tomorrow?
86 Berserkers in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. 86 is your number.
5 minutes before first pitch, and he'd still be able to tell you everything about it.
All right, the Dodgers have the shift on to the first base side. Seager's covering the entire area between second base and third. They go over to check the runner at first. They don't get him. Joe Lar says, let's find this guy a seat. There's some room. There's some room for him over there.
A certain pitch or
King Yellowman says the Yankees are in trouble.
Leaving it there, but
Next pitch. Fouled off Will Smith's head.
Dustin May could be an option. He threw just 27 pitches in relief last night.
Fouled right off of Will Smith's head, ladies and gentlemen.
A bullpen session between starts.
it does.
Yeah, I know it's not.
Joel hyping folks up. Says hit the like if you want the Dodgers to win.
You're not touching
Albert says.
bullpen session, and that's why I know it's.
Albert says Kershaw don't even need no field. He's just going to strike everybody out.
You know.
Next pitch. Down low.
Lays off this time, 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Cronenworth, who's 0 for 1 on the night, ladies and gentlemen. 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Runner on first for the Padres. Oh, is that Barnes? Oh, that's right. Yeah, Barnes behind the plate. My bad. Esteban Herrera says, let's go Dodgers. Sebastian smoking on some hot Cheetos. Next pitch, hit hard. They don't get him at first. Kind of a tough play there at second base. Turner with the shift on, of course. Turner is on that first base side, catches it on his knees and can't get up in time to get it over. He tried to throw it over to first, but it was just kind of a blooper. Yeah, just didn't get him in time. Padres are in business here, ladies and gentlemen. Padres are in business.
Decision to go to third, so an rare infield hit based on the shift.
Albert says bummer. Constar says horseradish.
Padres could use some 2-out magic here out of profile.
They were the best runners in scoring position team in baseball during the regular season.
Yellman dropping a big turd. 2 outs here now. 2 outs, runners on the corners for the Padres. First pitch to Profar, straight down the middle for a called strike.
Well, that would have been a good one to cut loose on.
Trevor reports 8-2 Rays in the middle of the 8th.
Probably was zoning in on a fastball.
83 is the Berserker count. Ismael Gonzalez is Vamos Doyers.
Get one probably as good as that.
And Sebastian said, don't worry, Kershaw's going to get this out. Next pitch. Woo! Called strike. No balls, 2 strikes to Profar, ladies and gentlemen, as Kershaw's trying to get out of this inning unscathed. Runners on the corner.
Not as drastic.
Let's go, one more.
Pull to left, but you think about any little dribbler or.
All right, Dodgers got the shift on to the third base side now.
Get it? Why they?
Well, not really. It's just standard lineup there. Sorry about that.
It's straight.
Jeff says already hit the like, but want to see this thing tied up. Dennis S. Vijablo the Espanol. I speak a little bit. Foul ball. Bouncer. Foul ball. Well, there you go, Julian. Do you some daily MLB recaps.
The other way, a decent amount.
81 Berserkers in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Top of the 4th here, 2 outs. Dodgers lead 3-1.
Put the ball where he wants to, which makes that shift.
Alberto says, give this fool the cheese. Kershaw, give him the cheese. Next pitch. Hit hard. Center field. Back goes Bellinger to make the catch just before the warning track. And that's going to end it. We're headed to the bottom of the fourth. Dodgers leading 3-1. Headed to the bottom of the fourth with the Dodgers leading 3-1. '83 Berzerkers in the chat. I thank each and every one of you for joining us today here on Valhalla Sports Talk's Dodgers Game Day Live. Albert says, phew, glad we made it through there. Glad we made it through there. So middle of the fourth, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know how you're feeling about this game. Are the Dodgers going to take home the dub? Dennis said he was kind of worried on that one. Yeah, we're headed to the bottom of the fourth, Aaron. Sebastian says it's time for the Kings to get rid of Jonathan Quick and goalie. I don't know if it's time for that. I don't know if it's quite time for that, my man. Noel says somebody needs to wake up sleepy Bellinger. He's been quiet. He's been asleep, Noel. Aaron, we're headed to the bottom of the fourth. Gerardo asks who I think would be the Dodgers team captain. To be honest with you, I would think that Red Turn would be the captain. Or Mookie now, but probably Red Turn. Dennis Lee agrees, apparently. 90 Berzerkers in the chat. And a commercial break here in between innings, ladies and gentlemen. This game is being shown on Fox Sports 1 if you'd like to watch it on your TV. Aaron says, oh, okay, my bad. So how is everybody doing tonight? Are we feeling confident? Okay, coming up to bat for your Dodgers, ladies and gentlemen, is Cody, Big Stick, Bellinger. Is next at the plate. Ash comes in and is excited. Says Stanton's hit a bunch of home runs. Sebastian, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the Lakers. It all depends on if the Dodgers are playing that night. Dodgers will be the priority on this channel.
Welcome back to the NLDS presented by Doosan on FS1.
All right, so we're headed back into this game, ladies and gentlemen. Bellinger hits it hard, center field, back to the wall, and that thing's gone! Woo! Home run by Cody, Big Stick Bellinger. His first home run of the postseason, ladies and gentlemen. And the Dodgers increase their lead to 4-1 in this game. Bellinger pointing to his arm. Pointing to his arm as he gets in the dugout and gets some high fives from his teammates. Let's go. Let's go. 82 Berzerkers in the chat, ladies and gentlemen.
Man, he went down after that first pitch and said,
he heard us talking about him. Next pitch, hit hard by Taylor, right field. Myers makes the catch, line drive shot. Mike C says, about time. Aaron says, vamos, Bellinger. And Con says, everybody hates on Bellinger. We've just been telling him to get it going.
Zach Davies actually might be more of a benefit for
Catherine checks in and says, let's go, let's go. Aaron checks in and says, I got my TV fixed.
You might come into this game for Bellinger thinking, okay, he doesn't really have anything upstairs. He can get me out. So if I think down.
All right, so the Dodgers is now taking a 4-1 lead in this game, ladies and gentlemen. Pollock at the plate. First pitch called strike. Albert says, let's go, boys.
Padres got the first run of the game.
85 Berserkers in the chat, ladies and gentlemen.
3 in the third, 1 here in the fourth.
Pollock is 1 for 1 on the night.
Now Pollock, who started that rally in the third.
Swing and a miss.
It's 0-2.
Pollock really struggles off the changeups off of right-hand hitters or right-handed pitchers, hitting 100 coming into this game.
So this Davies this will be his 46th pitch of the game. Pollock 1 for 1 on the night. He's in an 0-2 hole with 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth.
To Pollock, he's fine.
Down and away and 1 and 2 on a guy who has had
1 ball, 2 strikes.
a year in many ways, Ken.
He has, Joe. What a season off the field for AJ.
The Berserkers are checking in on Catherine, making sure she's okay.
Maddie May, 3 months premature on March 19th. She weighed just 1 pound 6 ounces.
It's Alex Rodriguez says, who's winning?
Still in neonatal intensive care unit. AJ tested
I'm not really
positive
sure
for
who's winning, dude.
COVID-19. It was more than 4 months before the family could be
Not really
together
sure.
all at once.
John Jefferson says, drinking Coors Light tonight with you, brother. John, I'm not drinking beer tonight, my man. I'm just having me a little soda pop. Next pitch. Fouled. Left field side. That's going to bring the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Pollock, ladies and gentlemen. Sebastian says I should live stream from the game.
Going through all of that has made him better at appreciating each day.
John Jefferson says cheers. Cheers to you, my friend.
More quickly.
93 Berserkers in the chat. Next pitch. A little blooper, shortstop.
Short for Tatis.
Tatis guns it out and gets him out for out number 2.
Tatis right there relying on his arm, right? He's playing deep. Pollock can fly. And that's just
Welcome to all the new viewers here on Dodgers Game Day Live here on Valhalla Sports Talk. Your space for Dodgers baseball here on YouTube for the Dodger fans. By a Dodgers fan. A real life Dodger fan, ladies and gentlemen. Not a simping. I'm not simping. Catherine says, it's good. I've been working a lot. How are you? Julian. Next pitch. Down low.
You know, we talk about, we take for granted, I mean, it's such a blessing that we're actually here. In
Barnes, the batter for the Dodgers. He's 1 for 1 on the night with a single.
Keeps going the way it's going to get a crown of champion.
Down low.
The ability for these players.
King Yellowman, did you miss the home run?
Not everybody can deal with the.
Aaron asks where I live. I live in Arizona, Aaron.
Talking with Clayton Kershaw before the series about all the changes he had to make. He's a very structured, disciplined. You talk about stubborn. Those routines to him are so important.
Mike C says, I think finding my Bellinger ball I bought from Dodger Stadium's helping. The knickknacks are always lucky. Oh, and we forgot to do this, ladies and gentlemen. After that home run, bobblehead Bobby was shook, ladies and gentlemen. After that belly bomb, he was shook.
Difficult for a lot of people to analyze this season.
Bellinger hit it, Yellowman. Bellinger hit it.
Done good or bad. I think it's going to be difficult for a lot of people.
90 Berserkers in the chat.
These guys have gone through a lot.
As Thor's army continues to grow. Next pitch. Right downtown, bang. That makes it 3 balls, 2 strikes to Barnes here. 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth.
To not be around my teammates, to not have a blast when you come to the park, to not hang out as long as I want to at the park. So I would have had.
Next pitch. Hit hard. Into the gap. Barnes, another hit.
Kershaw. He's gone 2 for 2, and in the 2 games catching Kershaw in this postseason, he is 4 for 5.
They're saying Barnes is 4 for 5. That's crazy. What's up? What's up? Catherine says, yeah, what a great home run. Our first home run in 3 telecasts. And King Yellowman still has never seen the home run video. 87 Berserkers. Here we go. Mookie Betts at the plate for your Dodgers, ladies and gentlemen. Mike C checks in. Says he's moving back to Orange County. Maybe they can be pals, buddies, go out to bars, have a beer now and then.
Are they doing the MVP chance?
Julian asks, we want to hide on Barnes still.
Strike 1 on Betts.
All right, first pitch to Betts, of course, was a strike, as you just heard. Rick Simmons says, Dodgers, baby. Alberto says, Barnes is beasting.
MVP case this season. Betts is in that group. Machado, Tatis, Freddie Freeman in Atlanta.
All right, here we go. Next pitch. Outside. Ball.
Been interesting to watch. Like there's like 3 or 4 teams that have 3 guys.
Jorge checks in, says Dodgers doing it again.
Playing for an MVP.
Yes, Sebastian, I think the Vikings defense will step up against Seattle.
Could say that the Dodgers
And King Yellowman's calling for a Mookie home run. He's predicted it.
2 for sure.
He says Mookie's about to bring out the home run video and bobblehead Bobby all at the same time. Next pitch. Woo! Low and over the plate. That was a nice pitch. Dennis Lee wishing Mookie a happy birthday.
Punching their ticket to the National League Championship Series, which will be in this ballpark.
90 Berserkers in the house.
On a 1-2 from Davies. Bats.
Woo!
One down and in.
Evens up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, ladies and gentlemen. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 runner on
One player that's won an MVP in both
for the Dodgers here in the bottom of the 4th. They already lead 4-1.
2018 with the Boston Red Sox.
Mark says he lives real close to Dodger Stadium.
For sure.
12 years, 12 chances guaranteed. A new contract with the Dodgers.
Next pitch. Hit hard.
Cranked on a line to left. His second hit.
Base hit.
Barnes headed for third.
Barnes headed for third. They're going to go for him, and they got him.
Second, but it's perfectly spotted.
They get Barnes at third.
But the Dodgers
All right.
extend the lead in this massive ballpark.
So we are headed, ladies and gentlemen.
Bellinger did.
Headed to the 5th inning, ladies and gentlemen. Headed to the 5th. Dodgers lead 4-1. Dodgers leading 4-1, ladies and gentlemen. '91 Berserkers in the chat, ladies and gentlemen, as we're in between innings here. Dodgers Game Day Live here on Valhalla Sports Talk. If you have not, please hit that subscribe button. Give this video a like. Turn on bell notifications if you want to know when we go online. Just to let you know, this channel caters to the Minnesota Vikings, the LA Dodgers, the LA Kings, and the Los Angeles Lakers. Home for those 4 teams. Sebastian says right when we start talking about Barnes doing something good. 91 is the Berserker count in the chat. 9-1, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for choosing Dodgers Game Day Live. Lots of choices out there on the YouTube. You came to see us. Scott Shaw says, you really think your D can stop Russ from cooking? Yes, Scott. We're going to stop him from cooking. Goodify says Kershaw still pitching. Yes, he's still in there. Renee Vega says sup. What's up, Renee? Khan says Russ gonna cook, but will be a good game. Sebastian says no politics, just baseball on the channel here. 92 Berserkers in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. 92 is your Berserker count in the chat. Real quick check of the rules for the chat. Take a look at them. Due to copyright restrictions, this game cannot be shown. No trolls, no racism, no hate speech, no politics. And a big shout out and thank you to my mod squad, the Berserker mod squad, for keeping the chat crisp and clean. So crisp and clean. Roberto checks in. Hello from Mexico. I've seen you before, Roberto. Welcome back to the channel. Noel checks in, says Kershaw will get a K out of Tatis. It's coming. Trevor says, how will the Dodgers do against the Braves? I think they'll do fine if we get there. We just got to get there. Viva Mexico says, Modelo time. Let's go Dodgers. Enjoy your Modelo, sir. Renee says, I want to see the look on Machado's face when the Padres lose. 92 Berserkers in the chat, ladies and gentlemen, as Thor's army continues to grow. All right, getting back to the game, ladies and gentlemen. Back to the game. Austin Nola up to bat for these Padres. First pitch down low for a ball.
An RBI double from Will Myers in the second. The Dodgers getting 3 in the
David says, hell yeah, got on just in time for the belly bomb.
Dodgers in this inning to find
And IR checks in, says Dodgers time.
or 9
Next pitch, fouled at the plate.
batter to get on base to start that lineup going.
Alberto says Kirsch needs to keep it rolling.
They've got to find a way to
And
scratch
Dennis
the
Lee
ball
just
to
throws out Yasiel Puig's name
because
for
the
no
games
apparent
start
reason.
getting a little bit difficult when you think
No
about
apparent
the
reason,
pressure
but
that
I
you
like
got
Yasiel Puig. I miss him.
the Dodgers bullpen, and every team knows it. They
I
don't
miss
have
the
to
wild
look-
horse.
There's no clock. They look at the inning and the outs remaining.
31 innings.
What's wrong with the screen, Aaron?
They've given up 4 runs.
Yeah, I mean, that it's just a mirror. image
Alberto,
of
my
what their
favorite
season
Dodgers,
was, right?
Steve and Garvey. Steve Garvey.
Who knows what would have happened over one
Viva
season.
Mexico
They were
says
built
thank
for
you.
162. That's what their depth screams about. That's why they were poised to get right back to the World Series this
Next
year
pitch.
under normal circumstances. This year, however, it was, in my opinion, made
2
more
balls,
difficult.
2 strikes to Nola.
And I think they've handled themselves when you're
Kershaw has 5 strikeouts on the
you're not gonna
evening.
Answer the questions.
He's given up 1 earned run in 4 innings.
I answered as honestly as I could, but you're not going to answer as honestly as you
Next
have to.
pitch. Hit hard.
To get that, sends it in there to center for Bellinger.
Bellinger going to make the catch.
He's got it 1 away.
Mark Sanchez favorite Dodger, Fernando El Toro Valenzuela. Let's do that in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Who is your favorite Dodger of all time? Hashtag with his or his name. Who's your favorite LA Dodger of all time? Let's hear it in the chat, Berserkers. We want to know who's your favorite Dodger of all time.
Well, what I mean by that is this
Bobblehead
time of year,
Bobby
you're never gonna say, yeah, we
wants to
feel
know.
pressure.
He wants to
We're
know.
supposed to win. You're going to downplay it. You're going to go off.
Sebastian
of your
says
leader, your
Kershaw's
manager.
throwing that
Roberts
gas.
has done a great job. Just kind of. I remember him saying.
Javier asked what Kershaw's pitch count is. This next pitch for Kershaw will be pitch number 62. 62 incoming for Kershaw.
Wish this system was different. They're going to adjust, and they're going to.
Grisham is up for the Padres.
I don't remember another year where the pressure on a team was as great
Aaron
as it is
repping
on 2 teams
Kike
to start.
Hernandez, King Yellerman's repping Oral Hershiser, Bellinger for Mike C.
Here's a 1-0 to Trent Grisham. Grounded foul 1-1.
Fouled off.
Ken?
Alberto repping Joe Kelly, Chanho Park for Dennis Lee, Kike Hernandez for Aaron, Agon for Sebastian, Pedro Guerrero for Javier Hernandez, Betts for Kwok,
He said their defensive positioning is
Mike Piazza for Dago.
And it makes it that much more
Lots of
difficult
names.
to score against
Lots
them.
of Dodger
And
greats.
basically what he says is they have the perfect formula.
Lots of Dodgers greats being named in the chat there.
And defenders who routinely catch
Madera says Galarraga was his favorite.
Sometimes, Kenny, seeing where they have
Gibby,
guys positioned
Jackie
in
Robinson
the
says sick 'em.
hard hit balls, and it's one thing to have him in the right
Julian
spot,
asked
but
why
it's
Kelly
another
isn't
to have
pitching.
pitchers who can
Because
execute
Kershaw's
in
pitching.
spot.
And see, that's the
88
thing.
Berserkers in the chat.
Ratings and all
Andre
the
Ethier for Trevor
defensive
Coley.
runs saved. You're not going to rank high. when
All right, Dodgers got the shift on to the right, the first base side. Seager's covering the whole area between third and second. Next pitch.
it helps.
Boom! Right downtown. Called strike. Bang!
But show me one defensive run.
Take a
saved
seat
at the top that-
over there, because you are just victim number 6 of the Kirsch.
If you can throw the ball where you want to, then you can place the guys.
Renee Kelly's on the playoff roster. He just hasn't
Came
pitched
into
yet.
play for me early on.
Javier says Tommy Lasorda was his favorite Dodger. Pedro Guerrero, another one for Scott.
Now it's even made it greater once you have the pitchers.
Alberto puts up a Kobe Bryant.
The Dodgers have done that about as good as anyone.
2 gone, Tatis.
Tatis up at the plate for these Padres with 2 outs here in the top of the 5th.
Tatis.
Yeah, he was 0 for 2, popping out to short in the first pitch of the game and then fouling out to open the third.
94 Berserkers in the chat, ladies and gentlemen, as I forgot to take the graphic down. I apologize. 94 Berserkers in the chat here on Dodgers Game Day Live. Your place for Dodgers baseball on YouTube. Next pitch from Kershaw. Straight up the middle. Fielded. And they get him at first. And the Dodgers are out of the inning. So we hit the bottom of the 5th. Dodgers still leading 4-1. Dodgers still leading 4-1, ladies and gentlemen. headed to the bottom of the fifth. Aaron asking who disliked the video. There's always one. Con predicting Tatis doesn't get on base all night. Yellow one saying let's effing go. '89 Berzerkers in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. No, I'm just clapping. Alrighty. How's everybody doing? Let's go. Dodgers Game Day live here on Valhalla Sports Talk for the Dodger fans. By a Dodgers fan. By an actual Dodgers fan doing these games. Give us a like. Subscribe to the channel. Turn on bell notifications so you know when we go online with your Dodgers. Let's clear up our graphics here. Let's clear it all up so we're ready for the next inning. 94 Berzerkers in the chat. Welcome to each and every one of you. Rodrigo Yamamoto just checked in and enlisted in Thor's Army. Welcome to Thor's Army, Rodrigo. General Thor will be proud. He will be proud. Butter and Toast checks in and says, let's go Astros. Sickham says, why don't we say Dodge instead of Charge? I don't know. Trevor says, also honor Vince Scully for being a great announcer. He is a great one, no doubt. That's why we play him at the beginning of the streams. Quack was saying that it's 8-4 Rays now over the Yankees. Yankees having a hard time. All right, we're back to the game. Sorry.
It's the fifth off for the Dodgers. They lead the game 4-1.
Seager at bat. He's already in it's 1 ball, no strikes. He's got a 2-run double in the third and a run scored. He's 1 for 2 on the night. Hits it hard in the gap. Woo! Going for 2. Nice. Way to start it off, baby. Way to start it off.
Now the Padres scored first in this game against Clayton Kershaw in the second inning. Kershaw's gone.
Way to start it off, Big Seager.
6 strikeouts. Run came in a Myers double. Kershaw, now you combine his 2 outings in the postseason, 19 strikeouts, no walks.
Yeah, it's just tremendous control over his mechanics.
Way to start it off. King Yellowman says, let's go. Joe R says, woo. Albert says, Seager's a double machine tonight. He's hitting them dubs. 94 Berzerkers in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. All right, Turner at the plate for the Dodgers. Red turn at the plate. Davies is on pitch number 62 for the Padres. First pitch, ball 1. Ball 1.
More than 50% of his pitches have been fastballs.
Well, and part of that has to do with
763 is a subscriber count, ladies and gentlemen. Can we get to 775 tonight? Can we hit 775 tonight? With your help, we can. With your help, we can, ladies and gentlemen.
He's been pounding the strike zone early. Going strike 1 to
Butter and Toast says, what is this?
That's how you execute a game.
Kyle Kuzma checking in. Says he's changing his name to Mookie Betts once the Lakers win the World Series. Javier says, rally time, Big Blue. And Alberto says, let's get it going. 107 Berzerkers in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Valhalla Sports Talk's Dodgers Game Day line. Roll the short. He's out at first. Seager does not advance.
Starts Saturday strong with a special big noon Saturday on Fox. It is Texas and Oklahoma.
It should be ahead. Your guys' game should be ahead by a little bit because it takes 24 seconds for this stream to get to you. How far ahead is it? 98 Berserkers in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Max, let's get a hit. Muncie at the plate for the Dodgers. 1 for 2 on the night. 182 is his average here in the postseason. 2 for 11. Let's get a bomb. Let's get a home run, Max. Next pitch. Down low.
Well, Max looks like he's coming around too. Had a frustrating year.
98 Berserkers in the chat.
Some of his contact or velocity.
Come on, Max.
Talk about a guy who knows the box that you get to see right there at home. That strike zone.
1 ball, no strike to Muncie.
Really good. And wait for a pitcher to make a mistake.
Next pitch. Swing and a miss. Aaron says he just subscribed on his computer also. Thank you, Aaron.
Kind of turned his career around. There was an inner third of the plate.
Roland says, let's go, Max, do your thing.
Never missed that pitch.
And Julian says, Punky Machado, 99 Berserkers.
The damage that he would do off that pitch.
Count currently 1-1.
Only 60 games, not a fair example. But
Albert says, Max Munchies, let's go. That's a good name for him. Next pitch, down low in the dirt. 2 balls, 1 strike, ladies and gentlemen.
He hit 195.
Yeah, computer and mobile should be the same.
15 and 16, just 5 home runs in those 2
Roberto
years.
says here in Mexico, everyone can enjoy the best tacos of the world.
2017, he was sitting at home during opening day. Didn't even have a minor league team. The Dodgers called
Mark says he wants to see Jansen in this game. Seager remains on second base, ladies and gentlemen. 2-1 is the count to Max. Fouled at the plate, even enough to count to 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bottom of the 5th, Dodgers have a runner on second named Corey Seager, and it's 4-1 is the score with the Dodgers leading.
Even considered independent ball a little bit. Fast forward 2 years, and he's got a 3-year, $26 million extension.
100 even. 100 even.
4th best home run
In the
rate
chat.
since 2018. Right back.
Let's go, Dodgers. Let's go. Next pitch. Ooh, foul ball. First base side.
As we go down to Ken.
Mookie Kookie checks in. Mookie Kookie. Trevor says, go Muncie. So Zach Davies is on his 70th pitch right now, so the next one will be 71.
There are certain pitches and certain
Butter and Toast says, why are you screaming? Am I too loud, guys?
In another situation, if the ball and the call had been different. And then the psyche of it comes into play. The short season, you're chasing numbers.
Am I too loud, ladies and gentlemen?
Maybe getting out of whack mechanically.
110 is the Berserker count.
This season.
Mental warfare. The guys this season.
Come on, Max. 2-2 is the count.
On a 2-2 from Davies, Muncie.
Right up the middle. Seager's safe at first. They throw Muncie out at first. Seager got back to second, and they threw Muncie out at first for 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th.
Obviously, a backwards compliment to how great he was.
Yeah, Sebastian, I think he's going to get 2.
0-2 on everybody.
Julian says, no, I'm good.
He'd make it look so simple, but you know that's how the game can mentally fry you at times. You chase results. You panic with 2 strikes.
Butter and Toast says, Dodgers for the Super Bowl, wrong sport. Luis checks in, says, need some cheerleaders in the back. I'm the only thing you get for a cheerleader, man. I wish I had some in the back here.
And now a quick word from Gatorade.
Albert says the game audio is slightly low in comparison to your voice, but overall the audio seems fine. Well, that's kind of the goal, to have the game audio just kind of be background noise more than anything. I'll turn it up a little bit, though.
Last time he crushed it to the warning track. 0 for 9 in the postseason, even with a bunch of hard hit balls. Harkening back to what he was experiencing early on this year.
All right, Will Smith up. Called strike for the first pitch.
I know no player wants to have the hang with him every time he comes back to the dugout. But
King Yellowman says the cowbells are loud as F.
You'd rather be hitting
They're supposed to be.
it up, feeling the clip.
They're supposed to be loud because they're cowbells.
You know, everyone will say, gosh, can I just get one to fall? Can I hit a little chunker?
Albert checks in. Bouncer to third base. Machado throws it across, and that's going to be the third out of the inning.
That's what will get him going. That little dunk shot.
So we're going to head to the sixth inning, ladies and gentlemen. Headed to the sixth. Dodgers leading 4-1 in this one. Dodgers leading 4-1. James Gunter checks in, says Lakers Dodgers champion in the same year. Let's go. Albert Albo says more cowbell. Consar Shar says here comes the Kirsch. And Alberto and everybody else wants some cows, and I don't own a cow. I'm a city boy. If I had a cow, he'd probably be dead in like a week. He'd probably die in like a week. Or kill me, one or the other. I do have a little bit of land, though. I could have a cow, I think. Aaron says more cowbell. Albert says Dodgers looking good, boys. Dodgers looking good. 117 Berserkers in the chat, ladies and gentlemen, as Thor's army continues to grow. Thor's army continuing to grow. 117 is your Berserker count. Ladies and gentlemen, again, Dodgers Game Day Live, your place on YouTube for Dodgers games. For Dodgers fans, by a Dodgers fan. I'm not out here simping other people's teams. You'll only see me do Dodgers games. For the Dodger fans, by a Dodgers fan. No, Julian, I won't be doing a Cowboy stream Sunday night. It's actually the Vikings playing Sunday night anyway. Oh, you said right. My bad. Alberto Albo put up something. Is that a milk? What is that? 112 is the Berserker count in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Sebastian telling everybody to get out the brooms. Get out the brooms, he says. We're still not there yet. It's only the fifth, ladies and gentlemen. Only the fifth inning here. Only the fifth inning in this one. Not ready to bring out the brooms. We only got a one-game lead. Let's check out the internets real quick here. 765 is the subscriber count. 10 away. 10 away from 775. Can you guys get me there tonight? Can you get me there? Trying to get to 1,000 by the end of October, ladies and gentlemen. Trying to get to 1,000. With your help, Berserkers, I can get there. Let's get this game going.
Against Clayton Kershaw with the Dodgers in front 4-1. Tatis and Machado.
Manny Machado at the plate for these Padres.
1 for 13.
Abel checks in, says sup. And King Yellowman says that's a white Russian. Next pitch. Ooh, strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Machado. Dennis Lee said this call was terrible. What call?
Body language was like, the guy's great, right? Don't give him that pitch.
Aaron says his birthday's coming up.
Wanting to say.
Next pitch. Down low, ball.
That was swing ball 2.
Well, it's interesting.
What are you talking about, Dennis?
Home runs off of left-handed pitchers.
117 is the Berserker count.
And he has the highest ratio, does Machado, but typically does struggle.
2 balls, 1 strike to Machado here. No outs here in the top of the 6th. Machado hits it hard. Left field, back to the wall. And it's gone. Solo shot for Manny Machado, who's on your screen right now.
And it's 4-2 here in the 6th.
Sikkim says, wow.
was home runs from the stars that got things ignited in the come-from-behind win in Game 2 of the wild card round.
All righty, so that shot cuts the lead. 4-2 is the Dodgers lead here.
Manny knew it. As soon as he hit it, he got a slider in an area that...
He got every bit of that, ladies and gentlemen.
He took his time to throw the bat and try to fire up his club, right? This is a team that feeds off of this kind of emotion.
Swing and a miss. Hosmer, the batter for these Padres. Kershaw still out there. Next pitch for Kershaw will be number 73.
His ninth homer.
Well, you saw it. It was like a snowball.
The love for Manny is apparent in the chat. The love for Manny Machado is apparent in the chat. Next pitch.
Machado follows with one of his own. A little bit later,
fouled off left side.
5 home runs in the late innings to erase a 4-0 deficit with their season on the brink.
113 is the Berserker count, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Dodgers Gameday Live here on Valhalla Sports Talk.
Well, you can tell they're trying everything they can to execute. The only way you can truly stay fired up is you've got to execute against the great teams and the great pitchers. And the Padres have had the ability to throw up a crooked number. Of course, hit a bunch of grand slams.
Julian complaining about Padre fans. They've been nothing but good in here so far. They've been nothing but good in here so far.
On a 1-2, Hosmer.
Next pitch, Hosmer hits it hard. Right field. Uh-oh. It's gone.
And here come the Padres in the late innings. It's
Slam Diego in full effect here. Slam Diego has shown up in this game, ladies and gentlemen. That's why you don't count your chickens before they hatch. 4-3 is the score here, and there's still no outs here in the top of the 6th. 115 Berserkers in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Dodgers Gameday Live here on Valhalla Sports Talk, your home for Dodgers baseball. Dennis Lee says 6-3 Dodgers. Nope. I guess we'll see. King Yellowman. Renee says, what a crock. Julian says Kershaw might blow this.
That's an incredible feat.
Pham, Tommy Pham up for these Padres. He's 2 for 2 on the night. 2 for 2 on the night is Tommy Pham.
Have the power of a right-handed hitter, meaning he can go the other way, but he took
Gaming with Eli's pissed.
And you sit it, launched it up in the air, and it kept carrying.
Roland says, I thought this was a done deal. Exactly. They were all counting them chickens. Everybody out here counting them chickens before they're hatched. Our boys in blue, if they're going to win this, they're going to have to earn it. They're going to have to want it, and they're going to have to earn it. Jesse's saying go to the pen. Strike one to Finn.
It has been really difficult to
Renee says sweep the leg.
His 13-year major league career. If you're going to get to him, typically it's
112 is the Berserker count.
Back-to-back homers to open the 6th.
Next pitch.
He hits one in the air to center.
All right, this one's hit to center, but shallow. Bellinger comes in. Makes the catch. So 1 out here in the top of the 6th, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody on.
That one was middle. The other pitch, if you're Kershaw, you can live with guys that hit a home run. That takes a great player like Machado to go down and get it. That one
Sikkim says it's baseball. Let's get our sticks working.
And he knew as soon as he delivered.
109 is the Berserker count, ladies and gentlemen.
Wins that the Padres have had 16 homers.
Next pitch. Swung on, fouled back. Myers, of course, is the batter here. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out, nobody on, top of the 6th. Dodgers still lead 4-3.
With a double in the 2nd. He had 2 home runs in that Game 2 come from behind win in the wild card round. And Tatis both hit 2. And an 0-1 from Kershaw.
Next pitch.
Takes in the dirt for ball 1.
Down low in the dirt.
Better job not being so jumpy at the plate. When you're
down low in the dirt, ladies and gentlemen.
You're swinging a lot of pitches like that. We already talked about how many strikeouts he's had on the year, but his power speaks for itself. A guy with no batting gloves, a guy that's been here, the only guy here.
Let's go, Kersh. Let's go. Next pitch. Down low for a ball.
For the first time, he brought in Myers, he brought in Matt Kemp.
Sebastian said he knew Kershaw was going to blow it. And Aaron says, come on, Dodgers, let's win this. 111 is the Berserker count. And Noel says, come on, man. Dodgers are still up. Swing and a miss. Come on, Kershaw, strike this fool out.
They pull it all back. They build it back.
Come on, Kershaw, strike this fool out.
And this year he's right in the middle of it.
Yeah, timing of his year coincides with the success the Padres have had.
Next pitch. Oh, just missed up high.
I would think a breaking ball here, 3-2, would be on the menu.
Next pitch. Swung on. Third base side. And they get him at first. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th.
Here's Kevin Burkhardt.
Alrighty, so that's going to bring up Jake Cronenworth for these Padres, ladies and gentlemen. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Base is empty.
Ball starting to fly out of this place. 3 home runs tonight. It has been flying out of these 2 teams' home ballparks in the American League Division Series. 18 home runs.
Let's go now. Let's go. 112 is the Berserker count. This ball's hit left field. Back goes Pollock, and he makes the catch, and the Dodgers are out of the inning, but not before the Padres put up 2, ladies and gentlemen. Padres put up 2 on 2 home runs, and we're headed to the bottom of the 6th, ladies and gentlemen. Trevor reports 8-4 Tampa Bay final. So the Yankees are in trouble. Is that 2 games to none, or what is that series now? Jose Ramos wants him to take Kershaw out now. Wants him to get Kershaw out of there. Guys and gals, I'm going to step away for just one moment. I'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am back. Thank you so much for that little break. 115 Berserkers in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Some folks actually calling Kershaw trash. What do you mean? What do you mean, trash? Please. How many teams would sign him today if he was out on the market? How many teams would rush to sign him today if he was out on the market? Here we go. Let's get back to this game. Let's get back to the game. Clear a little graphics. 4-3 is the score. Dodgers coming up. Cody, big stick, Bellinger at the plate for the Dodgers, ladies and gentlemen. Should we do it? Should we do it? Oops, screwed up there. All right, so I missed a pitch. I apologize. I got to make sure where my mouse is before I do stuff. 1 for 2, solo home run in the 4th for Bellinger. And we're activating it. We are activating the big stick, ladies and gentlemen. Big stick activated for the 2nd time tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Next pitch up high. Next pitch up high, ladies and gentlemen, as the big stick has been activated on the channel. 129 Berserkers in the chat. Dodgers Game Day Live. Nobody does it like we do it here on Valhalla Sports Talk. 1-1 is the count to Bellinger. Next pitch. Fouled back. Hit old dude in the head.
We've never done October like this before.
122 Berserkers in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Valhalla Sports Talk's Dodgers Game Day Live. I thank you so much for joining us today here on the channel. A lot of choices out there in YouTube, and you chose us, and it means a lot to me. Thank you so much.
That's them there. And then down the first baseline, the Dodgers. Expanding, it sounds like, to
1 ball, 2 strikes to Bellinger. No outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Nobody on. Let's go, says Joel R. Woo! They check down to 3rd, and they say, no, you did not go around. 130 Berserkers in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Dodgers Game Day Live.
Close job making the call there.
Alberto says, let's get a humdinger right now. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's hit a home run. Let's play the home run video. Let's bring out Bobblehead Bobby. $1 million features here on the show. Bellinger fouls it hard, right field side.
It almost seems like maybe the perception when you watch Bellinger play, how athletic he is, but it seems like the harder the guy throws.
If you are so inclined, please hit that subscribe button. Give the video a like. Turn on bell notifications if you want to know when Valhalla Sports Talk goes online. The Padres got the shift on to the first base side. Tatis covering the entire area between 2nd and 3rd. The count to Bellinger is now 2-2.
Definitely got a unique swing. Ball jumps off his back.
Pagan is the new pitcher for the Padres. Bellinger flies it up, it looks like.
Third baseman Manny
Machado's out there playing between 2nd and 1st and catches it in shallow right. Sebastian says we choose you and you choose us, correct?
Want more postseason stats? Hey Siri, who leads the postseason?
Easy Finger says Fox is copying your format. Who?
I think I know the answer to that one. Giancarlo Stanton.
Trevor says that Kershaw was great.
5 games.
125 Berserkers in the chat. Kershaw's still doing great.
Sure is.
Just 4-3.
As you mentioned, the Yankees now 5-6.
Chris Taylor up to the plate for your Dodgers. He's 0 for 2 on the night.
6 home runs.
1 out here in the bottom of the 6th.
Throws a little off, not 14.
Next pitch.
A
little Machado over to 1st for the out. 2 outs, 2 up, 2 down. Sebastian says CT3. Curtis Conrad says this marks a turning point. Instead of choking, Kershaw just cut their rally off and kept the lead.
No, instead of Pollock, it will be Jock Peterson pinch hitting.
125 is the Berserker count. We've got 80 likes on this video.
Got the start in game 1 of this series.
Here we go, Jock Pop. Jock Pop Peterson at the plate for your Dodgers, ladies and gentlemen. Jock Pop gets out of the dugout.
Make the roster after injuring his groin in the days leading up.
125 is the Berserker count. If you're new to the channel, jump in there in the chat. Jump in, say hello to everybody. We got a good crew in there. It's fun to hang out and talk smack. Talk about stupid stuff. Food holla sometimes happens where we talk about food. Everybody loves food, especially me. Next pitch. Inside for a ball. King Yellowman says it's Jocktober. And Albert says Machado can eat a foot.
Times watching Peterson. I mean, he's been amazing in the postseason.
Joel R says
Seven
Jock
home
Pop
runs,
time.
clutch situations. He can look
Jock
like
Pop
he's
wearing
back
number
in the
31
postseason.
for the Dodgers in that
Right?
beautiful
He's got
white
a very
uniform with the
unorthodox
white
way
or
to
the
love
blue
that
Dodgers
fastball.
crest. Next pitch, swing and a miss.
He leaves the bench doing that.
Sebastian X says, I like soccer. I do like soccer.
He can look so bad on one swing.
I don't watch it a ton. I watch the U.S. national team a lot when they play. Curtis Conrad says, food. And Noel says, Jock looks at the bat like he's going to make love to it every time.
He's not afraid of velocity. No doubt about that.
Vegas checks in and says, what's up, Valhalla? What's up, Vegas? How you doing, man?
As far as his ability to hit home.
Next pitch. Hit. Left field. Line drive. It's caught by number 10. And that's it for the 6th. That's it for the 6th. The big stick didn't bring us any luck that time, ladies and gentlemen. So we're headed to the bottom of the 6th, ladies and gentlemen. No, headed to the 7th. Headed to the 7th. Dodgers lead 4-3. Headed to the 7th with the Dodgers leading 4-3, ladies and gentlemen. Vegas, the all-around sports fanatic, says not much, just chilling. Rick Simmons repping Arsenal in soccer. 124 Berserkers in the chat, ladies and gentlemen, as Thor's army continues to grow. Gerardo says we need 9 more outs, ladies and gentlemen. Just 9 more outs to the victory. $124 is your Berserker count, ladies and gentlemen. Let's check the internets. Brian Henderson just enlisted in Thor's army. Welcome. General Thor will be proud. General Thor will be proud, good sir. 768 is the current subscriber count, ladies and gentlemen. Can we get to 775 tonight? Can we do it? I think we can. I think we can. I think we can. Fall Guys checks in. Says the Padres. Claudia checks in. Says back for more Valhalla play-by-play. Welcome back, Claudia. Nice to see ya. Max is repping Liverpool on the soccer side of things. Albert says it's time to bring in Trennan or Gonzalez here. Probably not a bad idea. Let's see what they do. Let's see what they do. Max says, let's go Wolves. And Julian reporting that Blake Trennan is coming in. Esteban Herreras checks in, says Dodgers 1 up. Yeah. Alex checks in. Put a bunch of Spanish up in there. Probably trying to get me to say something bad. AJ checks in. Okay, it says, are we still fans? Yes, we are. Alex throwing up all kinds of Espanol up in there. He got a lot to say, too. 121 Berserkers in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get back to this game.
As we move along to the 7th, and Dave Roberts goes to his bullpen.
Trennan is the pitcher for the Dodgers. Next pitch. Called strike. Trennan, number 49, big country boy for the Dodgers.
Perfect. Just 17 pitches and available here in back-to-back days.
Yeah,
Christina checks in, says, let's go Padres. Let's not.
It's one of their strengths.
Alex Gonzalez with the ja.
He threw the slider to start off, but great movement on his fastball.
Claudia says we got someone in here from the Dominican Republic. Welcome.
Trying this season has pitched back-to-back.
Curtis Conrad says losers.
And the second day, he's not getting
Heads
on
up,
the
mods. This is usually when it gets active. Heads up. 131 Berserkers in the chat. Next pitch. Swing and a miss.
1-2 with the cutter by him.
Yeah, I mean, Profar prefers the sinking fastball.
Profar up at the bat, up the plate here. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. Top of the 7th. Nobody on for these Padres.
You don't want that kind of swing.
The Dodgers have brought Trennan in from the bullpen. This will be his fourth pitch coming up.
It's nasty. I would trust it anyways.
Next pitch. Down low. Ball.
5 shutout innings from the bullpen last night. Just one base
Someone can
runner.
go ahead and time out Mr. Alex. Time out Mr. Alex,
No
who
runs
types
in
a lot.
11 innings overall for the Dodger bullpen in 3 games this October.
Matter of fact, you can boot him if you want to. Send the hammer on him. 136 is the Berserker count. Chopper to first. Muncie fields it. Touches the bag for the first out of the inning.
The reliever spotlight presented by the Hartford, which we kind of just touched on. 13 strikeouts over those 11 and a third, and just 1
Thank
walk.
you.
Yeah, they had the best opponents.
Thank you to the mods. Hey, I forgot to bring down the graphics.
For their relievers, so tough to square up. Tough
Put up the rules there real quick. We'll bring it down and get everything back to square, okay?
Has a slew of guys he can go to close down a game, and even if they don't have their prototype.
Sorry about that, Claudia. I forgot to uncover it.
He's got 3 guys he could go to.
Next pitch, swung on.
Strike one
Foul.
on Nola. Some defensive changes for you.
AJ comes in chanting, beat LA, beat LA, beat LA. Bring it, bring it. Dodgers playing straight away.
Chris Taylor goes from second to left.
No balls, 1 strike to Austin Knoll. 1 out here in the top of the 7th.
30-year-old in his second big league season. Bounces one out.
Bouncer, third base side, foul. No problem, Claudia.
29-year-old, just 2 years after he'd moved from shortstop to catcher.
Sebastian says Trennan's underrated.
Shortstop. He says no longer enjoying baseball.
Nola on the night is no for 2, 0 for 2, strikeout, flyout.
Retired.
He's hitting .083 for the postseason.
Position change and a swing change. Started 11 the game again. Goes to the Mariners. Makes his debut last year. A big pickup at the deadline for the Padres this year.
All right, next pitch is a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Nola. 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Nobody on.
Those position changes very often.
Not successful.
No, you can see an infielder that might go to the outfield, but a shortstop to the catcher.
Let's go. Let's go. Next pitch. Hit hard.
To the left.
Left field. Taylor on his horse. Catches it at the track for the 2nd out of the inning. Second out of the inning here in the top of the 7th.
So it's back-to-back homers in the 6th.
He felt like, and I'm sure.
Let's go, Dodgers. Let's go.
Machado's home run, but he was in control really the whole game. Commanded the fastball, hit strike 1 on a lot of hitters, but give the Padres credit. They got.
All right,
they got 3 off
Trent
of
Grisham
them.
coming up for these Padres.
1 run down.
He's 0 for 2 on the night.
7 outs to go.
Next
Grisham
pitch.
up there.
Swing and a
It
miss.
feels like a jinx waiting to happen with one of the leaders in walks in the National League up there. But we had 14 walks between the 2 teams combined yesterday. None today.
Yeah, you knew the game was going to change a little bit today. just
Sheila
by
asks if they hear the other guys talking. I put the play-by-play in the background, Sheila. We're going to try it out tonight and see what I think. Up high for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike, ladies and gentlemen,
After he left the game,
to
but
Grisham. He's 0 for 2, as I said, on the night.
The third felt like it could have been even a little bit worse with some of the hard contact. but he's
Alberto
hitting
says it's going to be
change.
terrifying if they bring in
Now
Jansen.
they can turn that to the fresher part of the bullpen. If there is
131 Berserkers in the chat. Fouled right field side into the Dodgers dugout, the camera area. Albert wants him to let Grandow close it out. 125 is the Berserker count, ladies and gentlemen.
Grisham playing just a few minutes from where he grew up. Richland High School, which is about 20 minutes from here at Globe Life Field.
A lot of people in here. Come on into the chat. Say hello. Let us know how you're doing tonight. Next pitch. Woo!
Rides inside and hits him.
Woo! Hit him.
A 1-2 pitch. Blake Trinan hits Grisham, and the Padres have the tying run on.
Hit him. I think he had one of them elbow pad things on, so it didn't hurt him too bad. But free base. Free base.
Couple stolen bases, 3 in total, I believe.
Sheila says nice. It really makes it like a radio station.
Opportunities for them to do much tonight.
AJ says let's go Padres. Let's not. And Mike C is reporting he likes the game announcers in the background. I guess I'll have to figure out. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to do it, first of all, so I'll have to see what they do to me. Roberts coming out to the mound, ladies and gentlemen. And then I'm hearing that you can't monetize the streams if you have the game audio playing. So I'll have to make a decision. Either way, I'm good. I just got sick of getting blasted by other channels that were doing it. So I just want to try it tonight. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes.
5 kids in the U.S.
Quiet that down. And you know what it is? Nope, still top of the 7th. Still the top of the 7th, ladies and gentlemen. Brian Henderson, a new subscriber 9 minutes ago. Rogarito Yamamoto, a new subscriber 30 minutes ago. Welcome to the Berzerkers. Welcome to the Berzerkers, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so we're sitting at 768, ladies and gentlemen. 768 on the subscriber count. Just a few away from 775. Help me out. Help me out. Help me get there, ladies and gentlemen. 775 is the goal tonight. Nate Donahue just enlisted in Thor's army. Welcome to the Berzerkers, Nate. General Thor will be proud. Rick Simmons likes having the game in the background, too. I have to see how it works out, guys. I'll figure it out. I kind of like it. It's different. I really like to do the play-by-play on my own, too, though, so I don't know. See what you guys think. Khan says if the Dodgers don't score another round, he doesn't know what's going to happen. C. Ramirez checks in. He's repping the Pods. Fall Guy says the Pods. We got a lot of Padre fans showing up in here. It's getting a little brown and stanky up in here. 137 Berzerkers in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. 130 is the Berzerker count up in the chat. Looks like the Dodgers are bringing in a new pitcher here. New pitcher for the Dodgers here with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Claudia throwing up some blue hearts and baseballs. Everybody repping their team in the chat. Ramirez says the Padres are used underwear colors. Gerardo wants everybody, all the Padre fans, to stick around at the end of the game and watch the Dodgers win video. Stick around for the Dodgers win video. Let's get back to this game.
Hardest thrower in baseball.
The bazooka is out there for the Dodgers, ladies and gentlemen. Tatis, a swing and a miss at the first pitch. Let's go.
I guess you could.
Let's go, bazooka. Number 48 for your Los Angeles Dodgers. Tatis swung so hard he has to fix his batting gloves. The runner on first advanced to second. So it's no balls, 1 strike to Tatis Jr. The Padres have the tying run in scoring position.
Got to pause. Remember the biggest spot of Gratterall's career right here.
Well, Tatis on the year. 6 homers off the fastball.
138 Berzerkers in the chat. Tatis on the night is 0-for-3.
2 dominant pitches that Gratterall has. You saw 100 already.
Oh, this ball's hit deep center. Bellinger back to the wall, and he catches it. Yeah! Woo! Let's go! Let's friggin' go! Ha ha! Bellinger all the way over the wall to make the catch, and the Dodgers are out of the inning, still leading 4-3, ladies and gentlemen. Still leading 4-3, and it's that time, ladies and gentlemen. It is time that we stretch. 'cause it's one. 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Let's go, Dodgers. Right on, ladies and gentlemen. 7th inning stretch as Cody Bellinger robs the Padres of a home run, a 2-run home run that would have put them in the lead. Dodgers Nation, rise up. Rise up, Dodgers Nation. 152 is the Berserker count up in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Thor's army continues to grow. Quick look at the rules. Due to copyright restrictions, no video will be shown. The chat rules are pretty simple. No trolls, no racism. Let's get back to this game. Austin Barnes is the hitter for the Dodgers, ladies and gentlemen. Austin Barnes is the hitter. First pitch was a ball.
Austin Barnes leading off the 7th against Pierce Johnson. He's ahead 2 balls in no
Pierce
strikes.
Johnson, the pitcher for the Padres.
Had a go-ahead home run. The reigning MVP went up and stole it.
I'm still shaking my head, and we get a chance to see that live.
Esteban Herrera's Dodgers up by 1. 150 is the Berserker count. Welcome to Dodgers Game Day Live. Next pitch, up high for a ball. 3 balls, no strike to Austin Barnes here in the bottom of the 7th. No outs. Dodgers still lead 4-3.
Now Pierce Johnson, who pitched in last night's game as well.
Next pitch. He walked him, ladies and gentlemen. Constar, I hope you weren't doing what do you call it, a spoiler there, because it'll be a quick trip to Banland. If you are, don't ban him yet, but watch if he does it again. Send him packing. 147 is the Berserker count here on Dodgers Game Day Live.
But he can play pretty much any outfield position. 2 outs. And then this, I don't know what that is. He threw his glove, threw his hat.
Gratterall was fired up when Bellinger made that catch. Too funny.
After the ball, after seeing 100 that he blew by him, he hits that missile to center field, and all for naught.
All right, down low, next hitter, Mookie Betts at the plate for your Dodgers, ladies and gentlemen. He's 2 for 3 on the night. Bellinger still looks high as hell in the dugout, but he's having a hell of a game. 158 is the Berserker count.
And then blows the kiss over to Manny Machado, who didn't like him throwing the glove.
No, I'm not saying you did, Constar. I was just worried that you did. Conchar, I'm just saying that I was worried that you did because I saw you post it before it happened. I understand you predicted it. That's why I said don't time me out.
Between 2 teams that
Claudia wants us to send the Padres packing in this series.
You figured it would continue into these higher stakes matchups.
Sickham says, come on, it's time to activate the big stick again. Is it? Is it time to activate the big stick? Hashtag big stick in the chat if it's time. Come on, Mookie. Called strike on the inside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
This is the highest combined winning percentage in a postseason.
Mike C says to activate it. I'm not seeing enough of it. I'm not seeing enough to activate it.
2 best records in the National League facing off. On a 1-1 pitch, Betts
chops one. Shortstop. Tatis over to second for 1. Back to first. They don't get Mookie at first.
Kept them from turning 2. Betts aboard in the fielder's choice.
So it'll be 1 out here
I mean,
in the bottom of the 7th.
Needed a perfect throw, perfect throw.
All right, that's enough. That's enough of them, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do it. Let's activate the big stick.
In proper place, but
Here we go. Corey Seager coming to the plate for your Dodgers. 2 for 3 on the night. 2 doubles, a run, and 2 RBIs. And the big stick has been activated here on Dodgers Game Day Live.
like it was a slouch.
Roland says activated. Mike C says big stick. Seager, a swing and a miss of the big stick, ladies and gentlemen. It's been activated. Hit that sub button. Subscribe to the channel. Give the video a like. Turn on bell notifications so you know when we go online. Dodgers Game Day Live. Nobody does it on YouTube like we do it, ladies and gentlemen.
Machado face him.
Seager fouls it left field side. Jason says Toma.
That's the only thing. Like if you want people to show
Alberta says Corey has a hot bat.
especially when there's no fans.
162 is the Berserker count here, ladies and gentlemen.
That's the part that just blows my mind.
Let's go, Corey. They go over to first. They don't get him. Mookie's too fast. Mookie's way too fast for you, son. Mr. Johnson, don't be throwing that garbage over here.
Like that was different. I don't know what that was. I've never seen that. But I'm just talking about the
Curtis says, when in doubt, I activate it.
Do the things that hitters do when they do something well.
161 is the Berserker count, ladies and gentlemen. Next pitch. It's hit. Base hit. Left field. Betts. Uh-oh, they might have got Betts caught between second and or third and second, but they did not. He's in safe back at second. So we've got runners on first and second with 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th, ladies and gentlemen. Dodgers lead 4-3, and the big stick has been activated.
Emotions running high, and guys not really knowing what they're doing after that play.
Trevor says one of these days the big stick's going to produce 10 runs in an inning. Sickham says, hell yeah, it worked. 161, Berserkers. Hit that sub button, ladies and gentlemen. Hit the sub button. Hey, we haven't talked about this tonight. Dodgers fans, attention. Attention. Social media going across on the bottom. Jose Manuel Morales Ochoa. That's a long-ass name. Just enlisted in Thor's Army. Welcome to the Army. And your big name. All right, so that's it. They're headed off into the 7th. I don't know what I missed, but I missed something. So we'll cut that audio there. So as I was saying, Dodger fans, attention. Pictures of you in your Dodgers gear. Appropriate photos only, ladies and gentlemen, appropriate photos only. Please send them to madviking@gmail.com on your screen there, or to Twitter. DM them to me at Twitter at Valhalla Sports. At Valhalla Sports on Twitter. Follow that account and give us a picture of you in your Dodgers gear so I can put it in the win video. Greater All Uber Alles just checked in and enlisted in Thor's Army. Welcome to the Berzerkers, my friend. General Thor will be proud. I don't know what we missed, man. I don't know what I missed. Renee says Dodgers are cooking something. It smells spicy. It smells spicy. Fall Guy says Padres. Trevor says commercial break. Oh, so we're still activated then. That's what you're telling me? Did they go to a new pitcher or something? I thought they went to the end of the inning. So we're still activated then. Let's hit the video again. I hate that. Still learning how to do this new setup here, folks, but we'll get back at it. So let's keep this big stick activated.
You always want to, but sometimes.
Okay, Con, they're bringing in a new pitcher. I thought I saw everybody running off the field. Ramirez says Petco's the scariest place on earth for Dodgers fans. 159 is the count. 159 is the Berserker count as this guy tries to figure out what's going on in his channel. Here we go. Turn back on this audio.
What a game this is, huh?
This has got must see the last 2 innings.
Yeah, hard to watch it without a smile on your face. Regardless.
All right, so Drew Pomeranz is the new pitcher for the Padres. 1.45 ERA with 18 2/3 inning pitched.
Knuckle curveball.
Dennis Lee's back.
Ball spin that makes him difficult to square up. That's for sure.
Here we go. Big red turn at the plate, number 10. They're stealing bases, boys and girls, and they're both safe.
It's one of
Double
the best
steal.
times to steal a base. When
Nice.
the comes in, he's
Nice.
on the hitter, and they take advantage of the little things. The Dodgers putting themselves in
It's been activated,
great
Mateo.
spot to expand the lead.
It's been activated. 168 is the Berserker count. Dodgers have runners on second and third with 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th, threatening to score. Turner 0 for 3 on the night with a strikeout and 2 groundouts. We need a bomb.
Turner.
Let's get a bomb. Let's get the bomb.
Pomeranz deals 1-0. Turner takes a
Woo, Turner called strike. He's just looking at it. Just looking at it. You got to hit it.
Since moving to the bullpen late last season.
Julian says Bellinger's kind of cocky nowadays.
They then traded him to the Brewers. Had a great finish there.
Joel Ars says, give us that base fool. 174 is the Berserker count. Can we hit 200? Can we hit 200?
And obviously was in a different role when he was a starter.
Well, he's figured out he can throw fastballs up. And
Let's go, Turner. Let's freaking go. Big stick activated.
083 against the fastball. He'll throw it 80% of the time. But that knuckle curveball will come in at some point.
Next pitch. Down low in the dirt for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike to Turner. 1 out. Runners on second and third for the Dodgers here in the bottom of the 7th. They still lead 4-3. Leslie says, go Dodgers. Welcome to the channel. Bobby says, can we get my dude to 800 tonight? Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, they struggled early.
Come on, big stick activated, ladies and gentlemen. Big stick activated.
They acquired at the deadline have solidified things. Really good over the final month.
Sikkim says he called for the big stick and he could feel it. He could feel the magic about to happen. He can feel the magic. Next pitch. Turner hits it hard. Center field. Line shot. Caught. And Betts is going to score after tagging up on third, and the Dodgers increase the lead to 5-3. Nice job. Nice job. A small ball by the Dodgers. Albert says, let's go. And Comedy Central says Turner hit it out. He's trying to be a jerk. Here we go. Big stick still activated, ladies and gentlemen. Big stick still activated. I think I said a bad word there. Woo! Muncie at the plate. Max, let's do it. Muncie at the plate for the Dodgers. Runner on second. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Dodgers lead 5-3.
And Seager goes.
King Yellowman says Max needs to come through. Let's go. Oh, he hits it shallow left field. Could it find a hole? It drops in. Safe. Seager scores. And Max is on first with a blooper single to left field. And the Dodgers now lead 6-3. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Joel R says, let's get it, Dodgers.
Muncie with
just a seeing eye blooper into left field. And Seager got them wheels. Khan says clutch. Mike C says, let's go, Muncie. Joel R says, yes, yes, yes. And Comedy Central says, small ball. Curtis Conrad, RBS. Hey, my guy's up. Will Smith, the Fresh Prince of Chavez Ravine, is at the plate. First pitch to him is a ball. Albert says that was a dying quail. Sikkim says, I'm loving the positive energy. Speak it into existence. Smith, my guy, is 0 for 3 on the night with 2 flyouts and a ground out. But he doesn't know. He probably knows that the big stick is activated. Up high, called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Smith with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Runner on first for your Dodgers.
All smiles in the Dodger dugout.
193 is your Berserker count. We're pushing the 200 number, ladies and gentlemen.
What a swing.
Joel R says Ric Flair, woo.
So the Padres going up 1. Dodgers stayed in front.
Next pitch, up high, ball.
Here in the bottom of the 7th.
2 balls, 1 strike to the Dodgers designated hitter tonight.
From getting to a 2-0 series advantage.
Let's go, Smitty. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. Next pitch. Right downtown, bang. Evens out the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. .189 continues to be the viewer count, ladies and gentlemen. I thank each and every one of you for joining us today on Dodgers Game Day Live here on Valhalla Sports Talk, your home for Dodgers baseball on YouTube. Next pitch. A swing and a miss. He struck him out, ladies and gentlemen. So that's going to end the 7th. But the Dodgers put another couple runs on the board, and it's 6-3. 6-3 is the score, ladies and gentlemen. Please, no spoilers in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. There is a delay, of course, coming from YouTube to you. It takes about 20 seconds, so don't spoil it for those that are in the chat, because you can and will be banned by the Mod Squad. They know what they're doing. Dennis Lee says, what did I say? 6-3. He sure did. I remember that. I remember him predicting that. Good job, Dennis Lee. 181 in the chat. You did call it, Dennis. I just gave you props, my man. I just gave you all the props, my man. Checking out the internets here as we enjoy a little music from old-time Dodger Stadium, ladies and gentlemen. Renee Vegas says Dodgers won the World Series. Spoiler. A little hat dance music, ladies and gentlemen. $778 is the subscriber count, ladies and gentlemen. Can we get to 800 tonight? Is it possible? Is it possible? In 2 innings. Is it possible? I don't know. I guess I'll have to watch and see. Watch and see, ladies and gentlemen. Dennis Lee, I saw they put you on a timeout. I don't know why. I'll see it later. I'll check it out. Milton says he needs a hot dog and a beer. So do I. So do I. Go pick one up. Bring it over here. Actually, I behaved tonight. I didn't have no brewskis. I didn't have no brewskis up in here on Dodgers Game Day Live today. Mine and Milton says almost a 780. Yes, almost. Almost trying to get that 800 number. And Curtis tells the guy that had to re-log in because he was timed out to make sure to subscribe with his second account. Oh, man, I love this shit. I absolutely love it. It's too funny. Yeah, I absolutely love it. It is too funny, ladies and gentlemen. All right, waiting for this game to get back to the action. There we are. Let's bring it back up, ladies and gentlemen.
On FS1. And it will be Bruce Star Gratterall against Manny Machado to open this.
All right, Machado at the plate for the Padres.
The slider, ball 1.
Ball 1.
Plate umpire Angel Hernandez and the crew chief Bill Miller actually talked about.
Albert says Dodger dogs and doobies.
Of this matchup. The temper's flaring a little bit.
Ooh, right up the middle, fielded by Hernandez, who throws over to first, and they get him for the first out here in the top of the 8th.
Machado's out number 1.
192 is the Berserker count, ladies and gentlemen.
National League Division Series NFS1, sponsored by T-Mobile, connecting fans and all.
Probably aren't supposed to have that part playing. They get slick on us. They get slick. All right, Hosmer is the new batter for the Padres. The first pitch was a ball. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out, nobody on here in the top of the 8th. Dodgers now lead 6-3.
That's the terminology of a hitter. Going right back up the middle over a pitcher's head. Hit it on the ground.
Joel says Gratterall sounds like some kind of prescription for seasonal allergies. Hosmer pops this up, third base side. Turner gets underneath it to record the second out of the 8th. 188 Berserkers in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Mine and Milton asks if Bobby's wearing his Dodgers cap.
It almost looks like he doesn't even fully use his lower body to throw.
Sikkim says play-by-play. It's playing, my man.
Amazing how the ball comes out of his hand, and it's even more amazing how the Dodgers were able to get him in that trade. All
right, here we go. Next pitch. Hit hard, first base side. Muncie races to the bag, records the last out of the inning. So we head to the bottom of the 8th, ladies and gentlemen. Dodgers leading 6-3. 6-3, ladies and gentlemen. Six to 3, Dodgers lead. It gets real quiet in here. Curtis Conrad says, ask your doctor if Gratterall is right for you. Sebastian thanks Gratterall for the 3 outs. The bazooka in the house. King Yellowman says, LFG, let's friggin' go. Roland says, this game is done deal. Julian Cruz says, come on, we got this. It was just a few innings ago where we thought it was a done deal, and they brought it within 1. Let's not get cocky. Mine and Milton says 6-3, it's over. Ayush checks in from India, I believe. Where are you from, Ayush? I think you're from back there, like Pakistan or India or something. Morning to you. Welcome back to the channel, my friend. Welcome back to the channel, Ayush. Khan is asking if anyone took the 9 for the over-under. I thought it was higher than that. I mean, lower, excuse me. Roland says, let's just have some faith. And Sanchez asks if we can ban Ramirez. 172 is the Berserker count in the game. King Yellowman channels his inner Chick Hearn and says the game is in the fridge. The eggs are cooling and the jello's jiggling, baby. Gerardo says, Valhalla, please read this. Padres are good, but just to the World Series, you have to go through the Dodgers first. Good luck. And Ayush says, yes, he's from India. Welcome back again, though, Ayush. Good to see you. Alberto says Jansen has a 3-run cushion. And Marvin says, go Dodgers from Houston, Texas. Looks like we're still in this commercial break, or at least I hope we are. Khan says the line is back and forth between 8.5 and 9. I thought I saw it at 8.5 earlier, yeah. And no, I didn't bet it. 178 is the Berserker count. All right, let's get back to this game, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get back at it. The bazooka in the dugout having him a candy bar. So I think he's done. Having him a big old Snickers, it looks like. Next pitch. Bellinger back at the plate for the Dodgers, ladies and gentlemen. Dan Altavilla, the new pitcher for these Padres. Bobby says we're 21 away from 800. Let's go, let's go, let's go. 175 is the Berserker count. Next pitch. Up high for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike, bottom of the 8th with no outs.
Pitcher with
Bellinger 1 for 3 on the night with a solo home run in the fourth.
He'll use the most. He'll follow it up with a four-seam fastball and then change up if they get to it.
Next pitch, way inside, almost hit him. Oh, sorry.
Bellinger hit his
Bazzow.
first home run of the postseason, first home run of the series in the fourth inning.
Albert calling for a double dinger for Belly today. Let's see. Let's see if we get it. Dennis says the Dodgers are taking the series in 4.
Padres 3 outs to work with.
I already switched it, Bobby. Next pitch. Swing and a miss. 97 mile an hour heater from Altavia.
And perhaps seeing a spot in the lineup
Thank you, Bobby.
that the Padres have coming up, which will include a couple of left-handed hitters as a good spot to use.
Giselle checks in, says Vamos El Mookie. Constar says he should have taken the ball and gone to first base. Bellinger, left field side, going back. It's foul, just barely, less than 10 feet. Bellinger spits. He's looking like he's confident again. I'm thinking I'm seeing something in his eyes tonight, like he's got a little bit of confidence, Dodgers Nation. Let's go.
Well, the dynamic play of the game presented.
Let's friggin' go.
A couple plays for Cody Bellinger. That home run. And a highlight you're going to see play.
That subscriber, the new subscriber earlier, Jose Manuel Morales Ochoa. That's a name.
What a day.
I want to have a name that's 4 names. That would be like the Mad Viking Berserker guy, dude. Next pitch to Bellinger. Makes it a full count. 3 balls, 2 strike to Cody. Big stick. Bellinger, ladies and gentlemen. Raybar checks in from Rosarito, Mexico. Rosarita, Mexico. Bellinger hits it hard. Right field side. Fielded by a charging Machado. And they get him at first. And Bellinger's upset. Machado playing all the way on the first base side.
Close. He got down the line.
183 Berserkers in the chat. Con says he thought it was gone. That is so weird, the whole shift thing in baseball these days. Machado normally has shortstop sitting playing shortstop on the first base side. But that makes it 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. Nobody on for the Dodgers, but they do lead 6-3. Mike C says, damn. And Milton saying those 3 dislikes are from Padres fans. Probably. Next pitch. Swing and a miss. A mighty swing and a miss by Taylor. Noel checks in for today and says, what a great game for Seager. Yes, it has been.
19-0 is pretty good.
Bobby hyping up the Berserkers. So is Yellowman. And Milton says, Vamos Doyers. Next pitch. Down low, called strike. No balls, 2 strikes. To Chris Taylor, ladies and gentlemen, CT3. CT3 at the plate for your Dodgers. Next pitch. Outside for a ball. Dennis Lee asks, who do you think is the player of the game as of right now? Has to be Bellinger, man. That catch. Not only the home run, but the catch. And to rob that dude. He's the MVP of this game. Next pitch, a swing and a miss, and they struck him out. First strikeout for this Altavia guy. Game 3 tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen. Game 3. Same time, same bat channel. I'll be on tomorrow night for Dodgers Padre Game 3. Don't miss it, ladies and gentlemen.
8:30 Eastern for Game 3 of this series. Ian Anderson, 11 2/3 in the postseason. He's got 17 strikeouts.
Mark Sanchez says, what is the mod squad? It's the moderators, the people with the blue wrenches and their blue names. Next pitch. That's called strike. KK, Speedy Gonzalez Hernandez at the plate for your Dodgers. 230, 5 home runs, 20 RBIs in the regular season.
Very clean, isn't it?
Cactus, thanks for subbing. Next pitch.
Pellets.
Joaquin checks in, says, hey, what have I missed? Dodgers are up 6-3, Joaquin. Bellinger hit a bomb. Kenley Jansen up in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Next pitch. He hits it hard, right field side, foul and out of play. Sebastian says, we the best, Mod Squad.
Crinkle my nose. Yeah. Looking at that.
And Bobby, hashtag Wrench Mafia, hashtag Blue Crew. 194 is the Berserker count, ladies and gentlemen. Hit that sub. Give the video a like. Ring them bells if you want to know when we go online here on Dodgers Game Day Live.
The RA around 3.
Hernandez fouls it way up high and out of play. Javier's wondering where them Padres at. Where they at, though? Where they at, though? 194 is the Berserker count. Where they at, though? Come on, Hernandez. Low and outside. That makes the count 1 ball, 2 strike to Hernandez. 2 outs, nobody on. Bottom of the 8th.
Any guesses for tomorrow?
Dodgers still leading 6-3.
I just don't know why they
Akiva asks for a shout out. Shout out to you.
What do you think?
Sebastian hype in the chat for 100 likes. Let's get over 100 viewers right now, too. Let's get over 200 viewers up in here. Up in here.
Give Paddock the best day for him to be successful, even if that's day 4. I know a lot of people say, well, what's the difference?
If you don't get there.
But you're going to have to use your pen anyways. So.
All right, next pitch.
So you think
fouled, left field side.
Wouldn't surprise you. Right.
Scott Shaw says, let's go Blue Crew. Hungry Hippo says that we're far behind, like 30 seconds to a minute.
Who knows? I mean,
well, about 24 seconds is about average. A minute I kind of doubt.
There's still a 9th inning, and the Padres could change a lot if they were able to.
Christina Juarez checks in, says Padres. How about Dodgers?
Possibly snatch one.
Akiva says, love these. Thanks, man. You're welcome. Hernandez, another foul ball. He's fouled off a bunch of pitches here. Aimbot Matt checks in, says Dodgers.
Not ideal having done that if you're going to start him.
Dodgers, ladies and gentlemen.
Is an option, as is Julio Urias. And the Dodgers have experimented with
6-3 is the score. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. Hernandez still at the plate, fighting hard.
Another 1-2.
Swing and a miss. No, Sebastian, you don't ban bandwagoners. Hernandez strikes out, and we're headed to the 9th. Jansen is going to be the pitcher. Headed to the 9th, ladies and gentlemen. .188 is the Berserker count as we go to a commercial, ladies and gentlemen. Joaquin says, wait till you see the $1 million graphics. These things are slick. Joel hype in the chat to get them likes up. Dennis Lee says, into the 9th. Let's go, Dodgers. Come on. Dennis, it's been fun having you in the channel today. 188 is the Berserker count. Julian reporting that Jansen's coming in. Yellowman not as excited. Hungry Hippo says, I like your channel. No lie. Pretty cool. What you do, though. Thank you, man. Joaquin clapping it up. Dennis says Lakers versus Heat. I think they play Friday, guys. Trevor says, yeah, Dodgers, go, go, go. And Joaquin says, charge, charge. Let's get it. 190 is the Berserker count as Thor's army continues to grow. NVS, what I thought about Bellinger's home run robbery. I thought it was beautiful. A thing of beauty. A thing of beauty. It could be the play that propels us into the next round of these playoffs. Could be the actual play they talk about propelling us into the next round. Roland says as long as Jensen doesn't hit, nobody will be okay. And Antonio Pasos checks in, says greetings from Mexico. Greetings, my friend. Salvador Adame says, let's go Dodgers. Horacio Benitez checks in, says, I have Dodgers 1.5. How much you going to win, Horatio? Kick me some of that cabbage. Kick me some cabbage if you get the dub. I only need a couple bucks so I can buy a 6-pack. Javier Hernandez says Jensen's scary. And Mina Milton says saludos, Antonio. Saludes, my executive assistant says is the correct way to pronounce it. Saludes. 188 is the berserker count, ladies and gentlemen. And here we go. We are back at it. Let's get back to the game. Jansen on the mound wearing that familiar number 74. He's going to be facing Will Myers. Will Myers at the plate. Number 4, the right fielder.
The final 2 outs of game 1. Needed just 9 pitches to do that. Here he is looking for the save in game 2 as Will Myers leads it off for the Padres.
Here we go. Next pitch. Right over the plate. Called strike. Let's go. Let's get it, Jansen.
The biggest question for the Dodgers is they've got to track down their first world championship.
Myers, RBI double in the second, 1 for 3 on the night.
Jansen has not had the same kind of life on his stuff down the stretch here.
Next pitch. Fouled back behind the plate. This guy's in an 0-2 hole already to the Jansen, who's trying to make him take a seat over there.
This election season. Visit MLB.com/vote to learn more. Jansen, of course, has the track record. 300.
Jansen had a good night last night, that's for sure. So let's see if he can repeat that performance.
That it will be a case-by-case basis for Dave Roberts in the 9th inning.
Next pitch. Swing and a miss. And he struck him out, ladies and gentlemen. And that fool gets to take a seat over there because he just struck out to Jansen. Take a seat over there. Sikkim says they don't want no smoke. Tony P says do your thing.
Well, one thing Dave Roberts said is
and Envy says imagine if Bellinger robs another home run tonight.
Do whatever he can for the team.
Tony says let's go.
And so far his last 3
All right, next batter Jake Cronenworth coming up for these Padres. 1 for 3 on the night. First pitch inside for a ball.
That's the east-west scenario that you want. You want that lateral.
Alberto checks in, says fire.
And maybe they have found something. And
Joel R says hit that like if you love tacos and cervezas. Let's see it. Next pitch. Inside for a ball. Julian Cruz says skedaddle. And Joel R says let's go Dodgers. Let's go Dodgers. Let's go.
Like you said, it's the movement, it's the team.
Let's go Dodgers. Let's go.
Late undetectable break that a hitter.
Curtis says Kershaw preserves the win and now Jansen will get the save. Dodger destiny. Here we go, next pitch. Woo, nice pitch. Inside over the plate for a called strike. 2 balls, 1 strike to Cronenworth, ladies and gentlemen, who's 1 for 3 on the night. As I mentioned, 1 out, top of the 9th, nobody on for these Padres. Dodgers trying to get that dub.
He's kind of been chasing that velocity since.
Next pitch. Swung on and fouled back. That evens up the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Joel R says, great stream, great game, great fans, great Valhalla Sports Talk. Thank you. Thank you, Joel. Abel says, take out the brooms. Albert says, Kirsch with the dub, Jansen with the save. I can dig it. I can dig it too. I can dig it too. 198 is the count. Next pitch. Swing and a miss. Said he struck. No, he stayed alive. My bad. Premature K-ulation. Premature on that one, ladies and gentlemen. 190 is the berserker count. Dodgers trying to win this game. 2 outs away from the dub. Jansen readies the 2-2 pitch. Next pitch. Swung on, hit hard, left field side, foul, and out of play. Count remains 2-2. Dennis Lee misses fans in the stadium. I do too, my man. Andre checks in and says, let's go Dodgers. Let's make the World Series. Dodger fan from way in China. Andre from China, welcome to the channel, my man. Subscribe, hit that like. The 2-2 pitch to Cronenworth from Jansen is on the way. Up high for a ball. Makes it a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Top of the 9th. Let's go Dodgers Nation. Get hyped. Get hyped in the chat. Hashtag let's go Dodgers.
doing something special.
Let's go Dodgers. 18 away from 800. 18 away from 800. Let's go, guys. Help me out. Next pitch. Swung on. Fouled back again. Cronenworth fighting hard here. This dude is not an easy out, I don't think. King Yellowman LFG, let's friggin' go.
His 10th season, second longest tenured Dodger behind the
Salvador Adame, we got this, says. Gaming with Eli, come on, close it. Dennis Lee, don't walk him, please. I agree, don't walk him. Let's get this fool. Let's get this fool. Next pitch. Swung on. Foul again. Foul again. This guy's had 10 pitches. Come on, Jansen. Strike this fool out. The Cactus Jack says, yeah, man, thanks for your play-by-play. You're welcome, man. Dennis says, get the brooms ready. Nicole says, I want Tatis to bat again. How about no? How about no, Nicole? We don't want him up there. Next pitch. Swung on, popped up. Seager giving chase, but it's going to get out of play into the Padre dugout. Roland says, come on, big man, you can do it. Albert Elbow puts up some cheese and some hot dogs. We got all kinds of food. Food emojis rolling up in the chat. 197 is the Berserker count, ladies and gentlemen. 197. Let's get to 200 before this thing ends. Feels like this Cronenworth guy has been up here forever. Austin Nola on deck for these Padres. Next pitch. Woo! Hot hit right back to Jansen, who fields it. And they don't get him over at first, so the Padres are in business. Man, that thing was hit hard at Jansen. He couldn't quite field it. He did retrieve it, but it was too late to get the runner going to first.
Big man on the mound, and he gets his glove on it, which is incredible.
So here we go. This is when I worry about Jansen, when he gets a runner on base, but I really worry about it when he gets a runner on second. That's when he seems to go to absolute shit, when a runner gets behind him on second base. Antonio asks if I'll be going to the World Series. I will be going. It'll just be fake. It'll be a fake picture like this one with me sitting there if we make it.
There for a visit after the pinch hitter is
Sebastian looking for a double play to end the game.
Mitch Moreland, acquired from the Red Sox at the trade deadline, pinch hitting for Jurickson Profar.
All right, so Profar gets yanked, and they're going to bring in this guy, Mitch Moreland, for the Padres to bat here. Pinch hitter.
He was putting up in Boston when he was the Red Sox best
265 on the season.
203.
Dennis wants him to get another pitcher rolling in the bullpen.
I expect Cronenworth to be on second base at some point here. No reason to stay at first. Slow delivery by Jansen. Stay away from the double play.
Come on, Jansen. Up high for a ball to start this guy off.
Part I really don't.
Damn it.
Fully understand. If you can get to second base, get to second base, right?
Otherwise, a ground ball could end it.
I don't want this Cronenworth to get over to second, man. I do not want him to get over there. Hungry Hippo's scared. Clayton Kershaw checks into the chat. Next pitch. Swing and a miss. Let's go. 1 ball, 1 strike to Moreland. 1 out. Top of the 9th. The Padres have a runner on second. On first, excuse me. On first.
You don't have the hitter take the line.
189 is the Berserker count. Dodgers Game Day live here on Valhalla Sports Talk. If you're new, hit that sub button. Give this video a like. Turn on bell notifications so you know when we go online. Next pitch from Jansen. Up high for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike to Moreland.
A little bit last night. The Padres have been the best come-from-behind team in baseball this year. 22.
Andre says that was a very sportsmanship play by Cody when he robbed that dude of the home run.
More homers too, right? Right in that category.
Down to their last 2 outs, down 3 runs.
Come on, Jansen.
And a 2-1. Mitch Moreland.
Up high again. 3 balls, 1 strike.
See, typically you keep the guy at first base if you wanted to create the hole for the left-hander.
3 balls, 1 strike. Joel R says, come on, Jansen, do your job. Dennis Lee's a little worried now.
Doing anything to hurt Moreland's.
And Envy says Jansen is so nerve-wracking. I agree. I just don't want this kid to steal second base. He cannot get behind Jansen because that's when he goes to absolute crap.
Moreland trying to get the tying run to the plate.
Next pitch. Swing and a miss. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Moreland here, ladies and gentlemen. 1 out in the top of the 9th. Padres with a runner on first.
Postseason experience for this guy. He's been to the World Series 3 times in his 10 years in the
Sikkim says, let's get some California love, bucko.
Over the Dodgers in 2018 with
Bobby says, smash that like, subscribe for a Dodgers win.
First postseason game tonight. On a 3-2 pitch.
3-2 pitch is on the way. Hit hard. Right field. Gonna find the gap. They retrieve it. The first kid's gonna score. And they've cut it to 6-4. And Moreland is into second base with a stand-up double. Jansen struggling. 200 Berserkers in the chat. This Thor's Army continues to grow. They're going to all come back in now, boys and girls. Them Padre fans are going to come back in right now.
Jansen work and a great 2-strike hit for Moreland.
Alberto, and here we go. Dennis says, gosh. Envy says, no. Son of a biscuit. Urgh! All right, reset the table. Runner on second for the Padres. 1 out, top of the 9th. Joe Kelly up in the Dodgers bullpen, ladies and gentlemen. Joe Kelly up in the Dodgers bullpen.
6-4 game, 9th inning. Tying run at the plate for
Next
the
pitch. Inside for a ball. Nola is the new batter for these Padres. He's 0 for 3 on the night with a strikeout, a flyout, and a line out. Andre says, come on, Jansen. Christina checks in, says, been here. Envy says Jansen is the most nerve-wracking person ever. Jorge says it's time to get him out of there. Next pitch. Down low, called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Nola, ladies and gentlemen. 1 ball, 1 strike to Nola. 1 out here in the top of the 9th. Padres with a runner on second. Dodgers still lead this game 6-4. Ken Jansen come through. Dodgers Game Day Live here on Valhalla Sports Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Next pitch. Inside, another ball. 2 balls, 1 strike to Nola.
He's missed locations, which tells me that
Curtis says that the Jansen gave the Padre fans some new life.
And he's thrown that ball inside.
Esteban checks in, says call it a night. The 2-1 pitch. Nola fouls it straight up. On Tran, just subscribe. Thank you so much. Thor will be proud. Barnes makes the catch of the pop-up behind the plate, and the Padres are down to their last out, ladies and gentlemen. Dennis says 1 home run can tie the game. That's correct. That is correct. Tying run coming to the plate, but they're also down to their last out, ladies and gentlemen. Trent Grisham is going to be the batter. Trent Grisham coming up for the Padres. 223 is the Berserker count in the chat. Joel R says location is the key for Jansen. Put it in the box.
Over 300.
Albert says finish this big boy. Akiva says I subscribe. Can I have a shout out? Hello, Akiva.
He's got the slider now. He's got the 2-seam.
Envy says, come on, Jansen. Next pitch. Outside for a ball. 1 ball, no strike to Grisham. As the Dodgers try to shut this thing down. Let's go. Let's go, Jansen. End it. End this sumbitch. On deck, Tatis Jr. on deck for these Padres. Next pitch, outside ball. Tatis Jr. on deck, Manny Machado in the hole, ladies and gentlemen. Troy T. just enlisted in Thor's Army. Welcome to the Berserkers. General Thor will be proud.
Something to have him come back up after being robbed of that 2-run homer.
Joe Kelly firing that heat in the bullpen, but is he firing it where he wants to throw it? That's the question.
Pass the baton on to get his teammate at the plate.
Rodolfo says, walk this guy. No, let's not. Next pitch. Right downtown, bang. 2 balls, 1 strike to Grisham.
Patient hitters in baseball this year. Also serious.
Albert says, finish this right now. Cesar Rodriguez is mad. Nicole says, let's go. Alex B says, let's go blue. Curtis says, Jansen is like Mr. Toad's wild ride. Just get a damn out. And Lee says, let's not face Tatis. I agree. Next pitch. Hit hard, right field. Foul. Woo! Oh, man, just foul by like a foot. And that thing was ripped. That thing was ripped. That brings the count to 2 balls, 2 strikes to Grisham.
Game of inches. Good work.
Holy free holy.
Just a little bit too much.
Holy free holy, ladies and gentlemen. 244 is the Berserker count. 244 is the Berserker count in the chat. Welcome to Dodgers Game Day Live. Hit that sub, give this video a like, turn on bell, notifications. Horacio Benitez just checked in and enlisted in Thor's army. Welcome. General Thor will be proud. Next pitch from Jansen. Down low, bouncer.
The count is full.
Barnes tells everybody, calm the hell down. I got it. The runner did not advance. It made my heart jump. I'm not going to lie. Envy says it's not that hard to get one out. Like, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Jace Tinkler and the Padres a hitter away from getting the superstar Tatis Jr. to the plate.
Yes, runner on second for these Padres. 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count to Grisham. This could be it. 3 balls, 2 strikes. San Diego down to their last strike. Jansen breathing heavy. Takes a deep breath and readies the 3-2 pitch.
3-2.
Next pitch. Hit hard. Roped. In the gap. Right center. It's going to drop. Bellinger fields it. They cut it to 1. RBI single. 6-5 is the score. And here comes Tatis with a chance to win it. Roberts headed out to the mound, pissed, and he's going to Kelly. He's going to Kelly. He's had enough of Jansen's shit. Son of a bitch. Now we got Kelly coming out here, and we better hope he can find the strike zone now. Ah! All right, they're going to commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to commercial break. Oh, man. 258 is the Berserker count. Nicole checks in, says, woo. Slickum says, we're good. Smexy says, Joe Kelly. Quinny says, oh, hell no. Anthony says, DFA Jansen. Envy says, can't trust him. Roland says, Jensen needs to retire. Smexy says, Kelly time. The only thing that worries me about Kelly, Berserkers, is when he comes out, if he doesn't find the plate right away, we're screwed. Because he either finds it or he doesn't. Dennis Lee says this dude had one job. Javier wants his jersey taken away. Alberto says, wow, Jansen. Envy wants us to trade him. I don't know who would trade for him. Jorge says, let's see if Joe Kelly can finish the deal. Caesar checks in. Like I said earlier, he needs a 10-run lead to close the game. Roland says, I don't care. It's still a done deal. Jose says, let's go Dodgers. Win championship in 2020. Winner. Let's see. Tony P says, my God. Sebastian, I wanted Chapman, not Jansen. Xavier says, let's go Padres. I thought he turned on some music here. Wow, it gets real quiet now. Still in a commercial break as Joe Kelly warms up, ladies and gentlemen. 253 is the Berserker count. Curtis says trade him to the garbage can. Julian Cruz is pissed. 3-bar guy says go Padres. Al Kuzma says don't trust Jansen. Joel R says Tatis Jr. can suck an egg. Bobby checks in, says 10 subscribers away from 800. Let's go, guys.
21-year-old Fernando Tatis Jr., who was this close to putting the Padres in front of the 7th inning, only to be robbed by Cody Bellinger. But the game finds him. He's back up there with a tying run aboard, representing.
I don't know where that audio came from. I didn't turn it on. 271 is the Berserker count in the chat, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, the guessing game if you're Tatis. He's been very aggressive off of fastballs, and nobody throws a fastball.
All right, Joe Kelly in there. 11 games, 1.80 ERA, 10 innings pitched. Here we go. Tatis Jr. is the batter. Next pitch. Tatis fouls it back out of play. Fouls it back out of play, ladies and gentlemen.
1 for 8 in this division series.
271 is the Berserker count in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Hit that like, give this video a sub, or subscribe to the channel. I need some help trying to get to 800 tonight. Smexy says, let's get hyped.
If something happens.
Sweaty says, let's go Dodgers. No balls, 1 strike to Tatis Jr.
Tatis trying to let us find out.
Next pitch. Up high.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Man, 1 ball, 1 strike. I thought it got it at the top of the zone there. Machado on deck for the Padres. Score is 6-5 Dodgers. 2 outs here in the top of the 9th. Kenley Jansen was down to the last strike and failed. The 1-1 pitch from Kelly.
Fernando Tatis Jr.
is on the way. Down low, ball. 2 balls, 1 strike, ladies and gentlemen. 2 balls, 1 strike.
When you're trying to get something going for your team, hard-breaking ball that could have started his swing.
PG asks if the Padres will get it. 309 Berserkers in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. 309. That's the record, I think.
In this at-bat.
Don't I have the game on right now, guys?
Kelly gets in trouble. He gets underneath his fastball.
Next pitch, down low, called strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Are you guys not hearing the game or what? Tell me if you're not, real quick.
That was a tough pitch, even if he didn't think it was a strike. It's not one you could do damage against. This one.
309 is the Berserker count. That pitch was down low, but a called strike. All right, 2 balls, 2 strikes to Tatis Jr. Down in the dirt, ball. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Grisham's going to be off running at the pitch. All right, Curtis, thank you. 330 is the Berserker count. That's a record for the channel. Please subscribe. Please like the video. Please turn on bell notifications. 3-2, 2 outs. Padres down to their last strike, but they could win it with a walk-off here. 6-5 is the score. The 3-2 pitch is on the way. Down low, he walked him. Ah! Manny Machado coming up for these Padres. Manny Machado coming up for the Padres.
We've seen some great at-bats tonight, and that one
base hit ties it up likely. A double. They probably walk off. A home run. Actually, they can't walk it off. Dodgers will get an at-bat no matter what. I apologize for that. 332. Manny's 1 for 4 on the night with a solo home run in the 6th.
Put the finishing touch.
This is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy.
What a beautiful sport this is. What a game this has been. And the biggest stars stepping into the biggest spots.
1 fastball out of Kelly.
A lot of worries in the chat. Everybody's worried in the chat. Come on, Kelly. Next pitch. Down low, ball, started off.
The more you can see that by the Padres, the better chances you feel on that breaking ball, because he has.
Hakeem A says, when I say taco, you say bell. Taco, bell. Let's go. 332 is the Berserker count in the chat. Hit that subscribe button, give the video a like, turn on bell notifications, let Dodgers Nation. Your home for Dodgers baseball. Dodgers Game Day Live. The 1-0 pitch. Down low, called strike. Machado shakes his head. He knew that was a good pitch. Kelly adjusts his glasses. Smexy says, let's get hyped.
Two in the bank for the Padres in the
Jose says, we can't contain Machado. I hope we can.
Tatis at first, the go-ahead run.
Come on, Kelly. Let's end it.
Joe Kelly to Manny Machado with a 1-1 pitch.
1-1. Swung on, fouled back. So the Padres are down to their last strike again, ladies and gentlemen. Down to their last strike in this game. Dodgers Nation, let me hear you. 343 up in the chat. 343 is the Berserker count. Your home for Dodgers baseball here on YouTube for the Dodger fans by an actual Dodgers fan. I ain't simping. I ain't simping. One ball, two strikes to Manny Machado. Can Joe Kelly seal the deal? Can he do it, Dodgers Nation?
The 1-2 count to get him to try and fish.
Here we go. Down low in the dirt. Evens it up. 2 balls, 2 strikes, ladies and gentlemen.
You can almost see Barnes looking at Kelly like you just make it a little more competitive of a pitch on that breaking ball. He started the ones way too
Dodgers,
low.
Remember, they got that double steal earlier in the game. Could the Padres be thinking the same thing right now? Could the Padres be thinking about trying a double steal here?
Chance to swing at it. Now you need an action pitch.
334 is the Berserker count in the chat.
2 on, 2 out, 9th inning. And
come on, Kelly. Timeout. Scared the shit out of me. 355 is the Berserker count.
Dodgers led this game 4-1. Padres drew to within 1 in the 6th.
Mario Morales says, come on, Kelly. Alberto says, big pitch coming up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 pitch to Machado. Swung on, fouled at the plate. Ah! Let's go. 355.
For the Dodger bullpen. 2 against Jansen here in the 9th.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Machado, ladies and gentlemen. Jansen looking for lone in the Dodgers dugout. He should.
2-2 pitch.
Swung on and fouled right field side, out of play.
Manny Machado, who has been at his
Diane Martinez says, come on. Luis says, let's go.
Season in San Diego, signed a huge contract.
Travis said, sit down. 368 is the Berserker count. No spoilers in the chat, ladies and gentlemen.
Postseason in his 2nd year there. First trip to the postseason in 14 years for the Padres.
Come on, I'm 3 away from 800 on the sub count, folks. All right, here we go. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Machado. 2 outs, 2 on. Top of the 9th. Down low in the dirt. Count goes full. Son of a bitch.
See, once again, he had Machado right where he wanted him. He threw a fastball by him that he fouled off and then couldn't.
368 in the chat.
Now, about 4 of those that bounced before the plate. Will he have the guts to throw a 3-2 fastball?
Come on, Kelly. Sit this fool down.
He slowed the hitters down with his breaking ball. That's what it's all about here. The runner's going to be on the move.
Grisham, the time run.
Come on, Kelly.
Go ahead run.
3-2 pitch.
There they go.
There they go. Runners running. He walked him. Bases are jacked. Son of a bitch. We've hit him down to their last strike 3 times. 372 is the Berserker count. Machado takes the free base, and the Padres have the bases jacked here in the top of the 9th.
Best RBI guys in baseball in postseason.
Mark Mendoza just enlisted in Thor's army. Welcome to the Berserkers. General Thor will be proud.
Runs batted in 32 postseason games.
Travis is bra. All right, this is going to bring up Eric Hosmer, 1 for 4 tonight. 1 for 4 on the night. He comes up with the bases loaded here in the top of the ninth.
Boy, does he have a right here.
The Padres can't walk this thing off, but man, they could put it out of reach right now.
Yeah, the key here, he hunts early, does Eric Hosmer, and then he goes into
Roberto says he's about to faint. 388 is the Berserker count. Are we going to break 400 tonight? Are we going to break 400?
But something middle to middle in.
Bobby says we just hit 800. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much to those that subscribed and hung out with us tonight. We had a blast. Next pitch. Down low in the dirt. Ball 1.
No, he has not been good with the release point of his.
This is killing me, man.
You've got to tell yourself to look up in the zone. If he throws a fastball.
Roland says Kelly belongs in a bowling alley, throwing curves. Let's go. Son of a bitch. Let's get out of this.
So anything towards the knees, you're letting go.
Let it go.
1 ball, no strikes to Hosmer. Bases jacked. 2 outs. Called strike, low, over the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Bases jacked, 2. Top of the ninth. 6-5 is your score.
Because every hitter will tell you they try to never come off the
Ash
fastball, right?
on says throw strikes, bro. I agree. Andre wants Kelly to throw a curveball.
Bases loaded, 9th inning.
Curtis says he's moving to San Diego if he walks in a run. Next pitch. Swing and a miss. The Padres again down to their last strike, ladies and gentlemen. Down to the last strike. Can Kelly finally seal the deal and make the Dodgers take a 2-0 lead in this best-of-5 series? Derek Kwok just enlisted in Thor's army. Welcome to the Berserkers. General Thor is going to be so proud. Asylum checks in. Oh my God, bases loaded. Let's go, Kelly. Last strike, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Can we get it? Hosmer backs out. Calls time. I got to piss like a Russian racehorse, ladies and gentlemen. I have to piss like a Russian racehorse. I'm not going to lie. 384 is the Berserker count up in here. Thanks for sharing, Valhalla. Thanks for sharing.
Third straight hitter that has been to 2 strikes.
Come on, Kelly.
The 1-2.
Here we go, the 1-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled back behind the plate. Marlon says, go after this fool. PG says, scary. Luis says, yes, sir, here we go. And Bobby's laughing, probably about the Russian racehorses. 405 is the Berserker count up in here. 405. Kenley Jansen looking down at the ground like he might cry.
Somebody is getting ready.
Big Fernandez tells me to pee in a bottle. How about no? Let's go, Dodgers. Let's end it. Here we go. 1-2 pitch to Hosmer from Kelly. Is on the way. Hit hard. Shortstop. Fielded clean by Hernandez. Dodgers win. Dodgers win, ladies and gentlemen. Dodgers win. They take a 2-0 lead in this best-of-5 series. And Valhalla Sports Talk will be back tomorrow night for Game 3. Let's play it. Let's go. 412 in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Give me those pictures. Give me your pictures so I can add them to the win video, Dodgers Nation. The chat's going crazy. Dennis Lee, oh my God. Let's go. Woo! You don't get this on them SIP stations, ladies and gentlemen. A real reaction from a real Dodgers fan. From a real Dodgers fan, ladies and gentlemen. 12 is the Berserker count. The chat is high, 412 strong. Everybody pretty excited up in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. .322 still. Jorge clapping. Dennis says thanks to Thor. Elijah says let's go Dodgers. King Element says Dodgers 2020. Curtis Conrad, Kelly for King. Roberto says let's go for some tacos and tequila to celebrate the Dodgers victory. I'm down with Roberto. LH. Mario Morales says thank you, baby Jesus. Thank you, baby Jesus. Blaine asking who we're going to trade Jansen for. Joel R says we played that a little close. Roland Olivio. Who is Robert waving at? Big Fernando says he just subbed. Thank you, sir. Welcome to Thor's Army. Javier Hernandez says great show. Irma Hernandez says let's go Dodgers. Let's go, Irma. Dennis Lee's coming back tomorrow. Look forward to seeing you, my man. Gerardo's asking where the Padre fans are at. Have you seen them? Have you seen them? Alex B says, thanks, Valhalla, good content. Thank you, Alex, for being here today. Robert says, I can go pee now. I'm gonna. I'm gonna once I shut this thing down. Gerardo says he's trading Jansen for some bubble gum if somebody offers. Bro 88 says Kelly just became his favorite Dodger. Frank P.S. Do I show the post game? No, I don't, Frank. No, I don't, my man. Akiva checks in and says, what is your name? What is your name? My name is the Mad Viking. Scott Shaw says, thanks again. Thank you for coming in, Scott. We'll see you tomorrow night, my man. Javier says, see you mañana. See you mañana. Ashlyn says something about haters. Dodgers the best. Mike C says, see you tomorrow. Joel R says, Jansen has lost the little respect I had for him. As this win video plays again, watch for the Berzerkers. Again, if you have not sent your pictures in for the win video, please do so. Again, only appropriate pictures. But you can send it to any of the social medias I got scrolling below. Your best chance of me actually seeing it is if you send it on Twitter or you send it to my email. Andre says, let's get the Dodgers to win the World Series. Danny says, my blood pressure went up. Mine too, my man. Big Fernando, looking for some Raiders fans. Viking fan, Big Fernando. Roland says, I did a good job. Thanks, Roland. 168 as we wind this thing down. Julian freaking out, says his heart was beating really fast. Row 88 says, thanks for Viking. Joel R says he literally threw the remote control there. He literally threw the remote control. He was so hyped. Viva los Doyers. Roberto says he's my fan from Mexico. Thank you, Roberto. We'll see you tomorrow night. Again, the game starts at, I think, the same time tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen. So hop on in here and let's cheer these Dodgers to victory. Try to see if they can close this thing out tomorrow night. Mr. No Man says he's a Raider fan. Julian says Joe Kelly looking scary out there, ladies and gentlemen. Bro gives me a compliment, says you're a Hall of Fame broadcaster. Thanks, my friend. Shouting Flyers says, let's go. Julian said when they won, he clapped so hard he thought China heard it. Danny Trejo is enjoying this, says IR. Lorenzo says good broadcast. I got you, Roberto. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so what we're going to do, we're going to end this for the night. I'm going to turn off this microphone, put it on the end screen, and after 20 seconds, the stream will go off. I thank each and every one of you that joined us tonight for Dodgers Game Day Live here on Valhalla Sports Talk, and encourage you to join us again tomorrow. I thank you for getting me to 800 subscribers tonight. Tomorrow, we're going for 900. Tomorrow, we're trying to hit 900. Can we do it? With your help, I think we can. With your help, I think we can get to 900 tomorrow night, Dodgers Nation, as we try to close out this series and advance to the NLCS. But we got to get that win. Joel R says, dude, hell of a stream. Good job and good night, Valhalla. Good night, Joel. Thanks for your help. Mods, thank you so much for your help tonight. You know I love you with all my heart. Hasta mañana, says Luis. Hasta mañana, amigos. So that's going to do it. We're going to let this thing start back up again. I'll turn off the mic. Jeff Bennett says, go to bed, son. Go to bed. All right, here we go. Let that thing fire off one more time. I'll turn on the end screen, and away we'll go. All right, have a good night, everybody. Be nice to your neighbor, and remember, simping is way too easy, ladies and gentlemen. Find those channels where the one broadcasting is actually a fan of the team he's broadcasting for. You guys have a great night. Dodgers Nation, rise up. All right, so we're having trouble getting the end screen up here. We're trying to fix it. Put it at the top, Valhalla. There you go. Good night, everybody. Good night, Dodgers Nation.